celebrating the awesome stuff that they do.
The interactions, whether online or in person, are amazing. I haven't yet gotten a chance to take a look at that hashtag after that Creative World Cup, after Sand hit that jump. I can't wait to do it later, go back in time on Twitter, and see what the reaction was.
But to see, because during one of the tests, we had like a relatively similar moment. The entire stadium was empty, and I thought I was about to pass out. Like, I hit the castle jump, and I literally stood up, and I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, I'm good. This is the most amazing moment. So then to watch Sand have that moment, have his team surround him, and know that you lifted yourself above in what was literally their last chance. That decided it. If you don't take that home right there, you don't get the golden lobby. You don't have the thing you need to then be the first ever creative world champion. And that moment is just the start to an amazing weekend. We're going to have so many more little moments like that that will define people's gaming careers, or maybe it'll just be the kickstart of it.
Yeah, it will be the kickstart of it. I'm pretty sure for a lot of these guys, it's going to be the kickstart. It started off in the Fortnite World Cup all the way back in April. They played for 10 weeks. They competed. Program's going to be a little bit of a preview of that. It's going to be amazing. All the preparation, all the hard work, all the friendships, and the heartbreaks, everything. It's going to be so cool to watch.
And one thing I'm particularly excited about with the Pro-Ams is seeing the evolution of just kind of, I don't want to say the casual game, but these guys really kind of press it. You've seen every single time somebody is bringing something new, whether it's the professional players or the celebs who are coming. I mean, just Joey Bosa last time was doing this like reverse ramp top rotation, and it was gorgeous. But the players are ready and out on the stage, so enough from us. We are going to kick off the Celebrity Pro-Am with a pair you probably saw before. It is Robert Abisi and Ghost Aiden. Robert now being one half of the electronic duo
Sup, Kyle.
Lost Kings. You know them from their songs Bad and You. And before they were famous, their first paid gig was in a bowling alley. Him and Aiden competed last time in that top spot.
Yeah, they came in second, lost only by 4 points. In a 1v1 that went Symphony's way. Aiden against Symphony, what a memorable moment from that Pro-Am.
And Aiden is also one of 2 controller players who has qualified for the duo portion of the Fortnite World Cup. And now on to our next duo, Mario Hezgonza and Nick Merckx. Mario, of course, being the professional shooting guard for the Portland Trail Blazers. He is also representing Croatia on their national team. And then Nick Merckx, all about the M-Fam rep in there. Had a fantastic barbecue last week. Definitely recommend you check that out. Did some awesome stuff for his community, and he's excited to be here. Originally competed in Gears of War, made his name through streaming, and now has a very thriving community.
Yeah, Mario Hezgonza on the Portland Trail Blazers. He hails out of Croatia. We're going to go ahead and continue on inside the Arthur Ashe Stadium. We have Nick Shanholtz and Ghost Sean. Nick Shanholtz being the other half of the Lost Kings duo, of his brother being Robert Abisi. And of course, they're best known for tons of awesome remixes by Imagine Dragons, Vance Joy. And then standing next to him, there is Sean, the Fortnite pro, who's, competing with Aiden. You talked about it.
Yeah, he was one of the first original young lords coming out of North America. The Canadian player, so incredibly strong and gifted and known for intelligent decision-making at all points in the game. If you're able to eliminate him, congratulations, because not a whole lot of people are able to do that.
Yeah. We're going to continue on. Again, it's going to be this time somebody that we all know. It's Nav and Tfue.
And you can see them excited to be here. Don't know how much of an introduction these two need. Nav, the Canadian rapper, singer, songwriter, and record producer. And then Tfue, I mean, come on. Won TwitchCon, qualified week 3 of the solo competition in first place. You watch him all the time because he streamed all of those games, no delay, live, saying, bring on the world, nothing is stopping me. And he is here to upset the status quo at the Pro-Am. He wants a title.
Wants a title. We're going to go ahead and listen to see if they're prepared to take that. Let's listen in.
Okay, Nav, do you have any messages for your opponents today?
Just don't be surprised if I box you and trap kill you or something. So yeah, and I think we'll be pretty high up in the rankings.
All right, get it.
Did you expect anything but confidence from that duo? Nav has been in there with the scrims. Now on to the next one. We have some more veterans here. Whit Lowry and Cloaksy. This is now actually Whit's third time competing on the Pro-Am stage. Him and Coach have been there. Witt is ready to play. He's excited to be here. Best known as the American rapper. Before he got into music, he was a big fan of graphic design. He got his name coming out from Witty, but he wants a victory on the stage. And I mean, what more do you need to know about Cloakzy?
Yeah, Cloakzy wants one too. He was at the summer block party, didn't manage to break top 20, but this time, who knows? He won the TwitchCon fall skirmish with Tfue. He's experienced. He's played in plenty of skirmishes. He's played in Pro-Ams before, so we'll see what he can bring out today.
And he's used to playing on the main stage. And on to our next duo, we have Ashley Rickards in Exile. Ashley, best known as the actress for her roles on One Tree Hill in Awkward. She also rides and trains horses and works with a pet therapy program that helps special needs children and the elderly. That is the best fact I've heard. Big fan of that as well. And Exile, one of the famous Russian Fortnite streamers. He's a big fan, wanted to be on the stage, wants to compete among the best of the best. And honestly, he looks ready, busting out the floss emote right there.
Looks ready. We'll see if he is ready when he takes the stage and gets ready to compete. And now it's time to hear from them, of course, from Ashley Rickards. Let's listen to see what she had to say ahead of the competition.
All right, Ashley, do you have any words for your opponents today?
I'm coming for you, and if I'm not, I'm hiding from you. But I'm coming for you first, so watch it. But like, not too hard. If you cannot see me coming, that'd be amazing.
That doesn't seem like indecisiveness. That seems like a solid plan. Hide or go for them. We're going to go continue inside the stadium. We have a duo that I think a lot of people are going to be excited for. We're going to start with Sigala and Dr. Lupo.
And I mean, what more can you say about these pairs? Dr. Lupo, of course, you know him, one of Time's top 25 most influential people on the internet. Let's see if he can be influential in this game. Sigala, the English DJ, record producer, and remixer from Norwich, Norfolk. He's had 6 singles charts in the top 10 on the UK singles. That's incredibly impressive. They want to have a positive showing here. Lupo, you know, after the last promo, he's got a little bit of a chip on his back. He wants to show up and outplay the rest of them. Show he's not too old to hang with the best of these kids.
That he is not. We'll see if he can perform. I've been playing all sorts of games with him this week. He's ready to play. We're going to continue forward with Dante Basco and Tim the Tatman.
And I mean, Dante Basco or Rufio. You also might know him as Prince Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And then Tim the Tatman, one half of the Girthquake, has been there forever, all about the Twitch stream, involving his community, the Tatman Army. They're about it. And when you see him on the stage, like, I wouldn't want to run into that duo, whether it's in a back alley or in the kitchen. They look scary.
I wouldn't want to, but when I see that picture of Tim, I just have to say that is so adorable.
I mean, you look like he's got the hands out there, 72 hours pose, ready to fight, and then just the most adorable, friendly smile. Like, I just wanted to give him a hug. But now we're going to go on to the next pair. We have John Ha and Wade CN. Wade being the Fortnite streamer all the way from China. He says the Flintlock is how he is able to capitalize on the island. John Wan is a dancer and choreographer to the dance group, the Kinjas. He makes appearances on World of Dance and the Dance Arena competition, and sometimes he even teaches dance at their dojo.
So we'll see if the Chinese competition out of Wade is going to step up. We're going to get a taste of that also in the World Cup tomorrow. But here in Pro-Am, we'll see if they can compete, see if they can hang.
And I'm all about the Flintlock plays, man. If you're bringing that out and you're going at people, I've seen some ridiculous clips that he's pulled out with it, but some more players who are capable of ridiculous clips, whether it's on the basketball court or on the Fortnite island. It is Aaron Gordon and Ali A. Ali A being one of the original Fortnite content creators. In July of 2015, he's awarded 2 Guinness World Records for his gaming channel. And then Aaron Gordon, the American professional basketball player for the Orlando Magic. He plays as both a power forward and a small forward. And as you can tell, he's not that small. He's 6'9" out there, looking to tower over and dunk on the competition.
And we've seen him do it so many times in the dunk competitions. It's awesome to see. And Ali A does something that I didn't even know was possible, which is get Guinness Book of World Records in YouTube. That's insane.
Record breakers all around. And now another pair you're probably familiar with. Chandler Riggs and One Shot Girl. You saw them at the Creative Showdown. That is the most adorable wave, and Chandler broke first, but Chandler Riggs, the actor and DJ, best known as Carl Grimes on The Walking Dead, and then One Shot Girl, the Fortnite YouTuber and streamer, previously had a PC world record for most Fortnite squad elims in one round when she was playing with some of her other competitors, Tfue, Cloaksy, and Nick A30. Let's have a listen in with what One Shot Girl said ahead of the competition.
All right, Julie, do you have any messages for the other opponents?
You love to see it from One Shot Girl. Awesome there. We're going to continue forward to introduce our next pair. It's going to be Sarunas Jackson and Action Jackson. So a Jackson pair.
The Jackson duo there. Also, big congratulations to Action Jackson, just going full-time there with this stream. Paul, you're well on your way. And Sarunas Jackson is an actor and writer who you might recognize from HBO series Insecure. He has also played professional basketball in Asia, so you know what? You might be able to dunk on him too.
That he might. The Jackson 2. See if they'll show up here today at the Pro-Am. Of course, such an awesome duo. See if there's action ahead for them. We're going to continue forward. Freddie Stroma and Yoshi. Freddie Stroma, an English actor known for his roles in movies like Pitch Perfect, or Harry Potter movies, or as Dick Tarly on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, big fan of all of those roles. And then paired up with Yoshi, the coach slash commentator slash manager slash do all for Solari. We've seen him on the World Cup broadcast. If you've watched any of the French streams, you know him. Incredibly analytical and intelligent when it comes to Fortnite. This duo is going to look to break down their opponents. And the next pair is a pair that might be tough to break down. Tons of experience coming out between Cody Walker and Toygby. Cody Walker, the American actor who starred in the show In the Rough. He's also known for his work in the Fast and Furious movie Furious 7, where he helped complete it after his brother's passing. Toynbee, he was part of the Millennium Team on League of Legends, so another one of those four.
Little flex from Nick A30 and Max Carver. They're ready to play. They're getting exercise even. They're getting their body flowing, their blood flowing.
Excuse me, did you say Little Flex? Did you see Nick's arm?
He's got guns!
Yeah, you better have a permit or something. I don't know who let you loot before, but like, you have to get on the battle bus. Like, you're not allowed to walk around with two legendary ARs like that. And then Max Carver on the side, like you said, Desperate Housewives, Team Wolf, The Leftovers, and he actually has an identical twin brother who stars in many of the roles. But now on to the next pair, because we're excited to get them out there. It's Graham Rogers and I Ferris. Graham is an actor known for his TV roles on Revolution, Ray Donovan, and Atypical. He's originally from Pennsylvania and moved to LA when he was 18 to pursue acting. Well, looks like it worked pretty well. And then I Ferris was born and raised in Saudi Arabia, came all the way to New York City to compete, has been around the Fortnite scene from the very beginning, and one of their major streamers and content creators.
We'll see if that T-pose from the both of them is going to be very, if it's going to hold up. Continue forward, another duo that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about. Not that we're not excited about everybody. It's Sean O'Malley and Courage JD.
Wow, listen to that roar, the other half of the Girthquake, and Courage just got knocked out. Sean did compete in that first Pro-Am as well. He's there, he's on the stage. These two towering, wait, what's going on right now? Excuse me, who? No.
Hey,
why do you
listen up. I know this is a very exciting time, but there's something very serious and near to my heart that I think we should take a listen to. Roll the tape.
Hey everyone. As you know, streaming platforms like Twitch and YouTube have been around for ages. And very handsome, talented, good-looking gamers like myself need to take the necessary time to look after our old, and brittle elders. One day, you get up out of your gaming chair and you're just not as quick. Or your jokes, well, they all turn to dad jokes. Hello, my name is Courage JD, and today I'm extremely excited to announce my brand new charity. It's a cause near and dear to my heart. It's for our good friend, Dr. Lupo, who gets older every single day. In the past 6 months, hand-eye coordination, eyesight, and his hearing has completely gone downhill. So please, join me in supporting the Geriatric Gamer Foundation so my friend, Dr. Lupo, can get the help he so desperately needs. Thank you.
All right.
Wow. Just, I mean, he doesn't look particularly happy about that, but he looks like he has something to say. He's going to type it on in there and just going to fire it right back on Adam. Let's zoom on in, punch on that, and he says, what was that? Was able to, get Courage back a little bit, give the opportunity there. But you know what, Jack, I appreciate the foundation. If you are going to start it, Ben could use all the help he could get. Now we're going to go on to our next duo, and I'm going to need you guys to do something important up in the stands. Rather than clapping or yelling for them, I need you to put your hands up high in the air and wave them back and forth for Jordan Fisher and Ewok. Make sure you get a nice and loud, give him that applause. Jordan Fisher, the American singer, dancer, actor, quite literally does everything. I'm not even sure he's human. And then Ewok, the 13-year-old Twitch streamer, is completely deaf, uses ASL to communicate both with her partner and then uses the visual indicators. She's best known, well, for chasing down that man right next to her in the Pro-Am and making him pay.
Yeah, the most memorable moment from the Pro-Am at the summer block party when she chased down Jordan Fisher and Dr. Lupo, just unbelievable.
And we did see a bit beforehand. They might be the actual best Fortnite duo ever.com. You can check them out there as well and see them on the stage. They're going to be looked to pressing it, but we're on to the next pair because they're excited to be here. It's Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray. Alexia being the social media star who originally became popular on Vine. So Vine, there you go. She's now a member of the popular YouTube channel Glams and has her own popular YouTube channel as well. Jordan Jones, she finished 5th on the dance reality show Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition in 2012. Since then, she's grown her own YouTube follow by making vlogs and music videos.
Just an awesome pair together. We'll see what they can bring to us today on the Pro-Am. We continue forward, of course, introducing all. We're actually going to listen into what Jordan Jones had to say ahead of the competition.
All right, Jordan, do you have any words for your opponents today?
Oh yeah, I got my game face on today, and me and Alexia, my partner, we got the girl power. All you boys, just watch out. We're going to be sniping. We're going to be getting that victory royale. So peace out, boys. Go to sleep.
Hey, get it!
Good level of confidence there coming out of Jordan, and Alexia will also be confident having been in this environment before, having been around major Fortnite competitions. She has no issue battling with the best of them. Now on to our next duo. It's RJ Mitty and Moyers 87. RJ, best known for his role as portraying Walter Jr. in Breaking Bad. He also has cerebral palsy, as his character does on the show. Had an opportunity to talk with him last night. Just a fantastic human being and really, really involved in gaming. Wants to be out there. Moyers 87 is a Spanish YouTuber who has brittle bone disease, but he says, hey, that doesn't stop me from competing with the best of the best on the top level. And this pair is here to show that they will not be held back. They will be taking names and going after everyone.
Yeah, and part of the reason I love this duo so much is RJ Mitty does such great things, but also Moyers, I love his reasoning that he likes gaming is because it gives him a window into doing impossible things, which is just awesome. So we're going to continue forward. Of course, it's Oak King and Sinu, who traveled all the way out from South Korea. There they are, and they're known for this. Sinu, one of the players who played at the World Cup, or the Open, the Korea Open.
Are you watching that? That was the sickest intro I think I've ever seen. One, props to the cameraman, too. Props to traveled out of the Asia region to compete in NA West and came so close to qualifying a number of times. People were looking like, wait, who are these? Why are they on the scoreboard? Who is this? And he was taking names, and now he's here to compete on the main stage. On to our next duo, we have Dead Drevel and Oscar Lod. Dead Drevel is the Mexican YouTuber who currently lives in Chicago. He creates content across 3 channels and is a gaming and entertainment streamer. His 3 daughters are watching him today from Houston. Shout out to you 3 daughters and everyone out there with family in the crowd. Oscar Lord is an Argentinian YouTuber who plays Fortnite and recently started getting into his own music, trying to sing, and has found a lot of success and help there. And on to our next duo, we have Wermuturo and Jelty. Wermuturo is a YouTube vlogger, gamer, and sketch comedian. He's been nominated for a number of awards for his channel. As this year, one of them was the top 10 Mexican YouTubers. And then Jelty, a Mexican competitive player that came so close to qualifying. That's also his little cheeky face reveal there. Got to talk to him last night. He was just like, hey, I'm happy to be on Zero Ping. Nobody is stopping me now.
Yeah, Jelty had an incredible rise throughout the World Cup qualifiers. You touched on it a little bit, but a strong performer all the way through. He plays Fortnite every day, he says, so who knows? Maybe he'll win a lot of money for his charity of choice.
I think he has the penchant to do it. He's one of the most aggressive players there. And now on to our next duo. We have Greer Gamer and the Slayer 360. Greer, an actress and former beauty queen, best known as her role on Lisa Miller in the hit TV series Awkward. She held the title of Miss Teen Malibu for 2 consecutive years. That's the back-to-back, and she was Miss Regional California Teen in 2011. She also says she will never not play as Peach in Mario Party or Toad in Mario Kart. The Slayer 360, a YouTube from Mexico who says that he cannot say the letter R correctly, but I bet he can roll it.
Yeah, I bet you can. I definitely can't. So we have something in opposite, I guess. We're going to continue forward, of course. Zorman and Jared Abramson are joining us on the floor. There they are. Ooh, that's an awesome hair flip right there. Come on, Zorman, do it again.
Just about to say, Zorman, all about the hair flip there. A famous Spanish YouTuber and magician. He studied programming and computer science. Jared Abramson is the Canadian actor known for his role in American Animals, Hello Destroyer, and Travelers. But I think the more interesting the fact, he's a trained mixed martial artist and Muay Thai kickboxer, has a record of 110 and 200 in each. But his MMA name, ready, Balla, get this, Wolfblood.
What? Really?
Wolfblood.
That's
good. That's
crazy.
Terrifying. Like, don't want to run into anybody like that. Now, our next duo, Robles and Chigua. Robles, a well-known Argentinian YouTuber who lives in Olvaria, a province of Buenos Aires. Fun fact, he likes arugula and struggles to not eat it with every meal. And his partner there is Chigua, an Argentinian Fortnite player who used to play a lot on console, but now that he's wanted to up his game, he's gone to keyboard and mouse, and he's seen a lot of success in rapid growth.
That's awesome. A lot of players are doing the same thing, making the switch to controller to PC, so maybe some people will become fans of him. Next duo is David Williams and Wildcat. David Williams being the professional poker player and popular Magic the Gathering player. He also competed on tons of awesome shows, such as Season 7 of the popular Fox Cookie show, MasterChef.
And honestly, if you want to cook for me, let me know, because he's looking to try and open up a restaurant. I'll come through. And then Wildcat has been around the scene forever. He's been playing games forever. You can check him out. We have a soundbite from both of these guys. Let's listen in to what these 2 competitors had to say.
All right, guys, what message do you have for your opponents?
Marksman and JT Brown need to stay on the far side of the map, avoid us if they want to have a chance to do well. Coming from
the other teams are in trouble. Most of the celebrities usually are pretty bad. I've seen a lot of these pro-ams. Unfortunately for them, I might have more hours playing Fortnite than most of the pros. I mean, I play all the time, but they're lucky. I get handicapped. I usually play on an iPad. Today I have to play on a controller, Xbox controller, but luckily I brought my Xbox with me. Been in the hotel grinding. He's been exploring New York City. He doesn't need the practice, but I'm ready.
All right, good luck, guys.
Wow, wise words from them there. And also calling out their buddies a little bit, saying, hey, JT and Markson, don't come anywhere near us. But our next duo, we have Michael Dreyer and Myth. Myth being one of the original builders in the community, all about it, getting a little bit in there, all about the dance moves. Myth was the one who pioneered a lot of the initial meta, encouraged people and pumped positivity into the community. Very popular streamer. And then Michael Dreyer is the American actor best known for his roles on Mr. Robot, Deception, and Sneaky Pete. In 2018, he ran the Honolulu Marathon, and he'll be running the New York City Marathon in 2019.
Next up, we have Max Wax Motif, apologize for that, and Musulk, the Australian players. The first one, Wax Motif, the Australian DJ and music producer. It has influences from R&B to disco and UK bass, so all over the place, really, for Wax Motif.
Yes,
of course. Musulk, the American YouTuber who's actually based in Sydney, in South Wales. He likes to keep his content humorous. I always think of him as the player who tried to knock somebody off a mountain with a shopping cart in the first Pro-Am.
He was not successful, just to let you know. But on to our next duo. Alexander is the Japanese-Peruvian actor and model who has so many names that are amazing, but the last of which is Diablo. And then you have Vodka, the Japanese YouTube personality, whose skill level, he says, is as good as some of the best pros around the world. He says sometimes he has a bad mouth, but a gentle heart. It's okay, we'll help you fix up that filter here with a family-friendly audience, but they look excited to be here. And look at those shades on Alexander.
Yeah, those are stylish. I wonder if he could see inside, though. We're going to continue forward. The Japanese players. It's Ellie and Nekukun. Ellie, who joined us at the last Pro-Am, he's a Japanese dancer and performer for Japan's #1 boy band, Sandaime J Soul Brothers.
Yes, and he also has a solo rap project where he goes by the name of Crazy Boy. So let's see if he can get crazy on him today. And then Nekukun is his partner, the Japanese Fortnite streamer, who is pumped to be here, excited to take it on. Let's hear what Ellie had to say before the competition.
All right, Ellie, do you have any message for your opponents today?
Okay, I'm from Tokyo. Watch out for Crazy Boy. Sayonara. Bang.
Like we said, got to watch out for the Crazy Boy. He's on a mission, wants to make it happen. Now our next pair is Claire Grant and Jacob. Claire Grant is the American actress, model, and producer who co-founded Team Unicorn, which has made a web series and music video parodies, including Geek and Gamer Girls and All About That Bass. Fun fact, she says her burps have been known to rattle windows. Hey, we got that in common. And then Jacob is a YouTube personality all the way from Poland, here to play some Fortnite, tear up the stage, and he says he wants to win some money for charity, but he's also just looking to have a good time.
And that he will have for sure. I'm absolutely amazed by that. We're going to continue forward. It's Business Boy and Frizz. Frizz, another Polish streamer who, he enjoys Fortnite. He and his, look at that pink hair. It's awesome. His girlfriend has some as well, so awesome duo there. We'll see if this duo, though, of Business Boy and Frizz can do anything on the stage. Business Boy, the music producer who has worked with artists like Lil Nas X, Party Next Door. He's extremely athletic, as you can tell. We'll see if he can do anything with that athleticism on the stage.
Yes, and he has been called the basketball Dre before, and now just after them, we have Symphony and Vinny Pergola. Vinny Pergola being one half of the Phantoms duo who's competing today. He was also an actor turned DJs. You might recognize him from shows like That's So Raven, The Bernie Mac Show, and Misbehave. Now, Symphony looking fantastic today. Definitely showered, got the gel in his hair. All about the streams, the content, and the fast edits. Originally known as the best editor in the West, he pioneered some of those quick resets and go, making people look foolish.
Yeah, still did it through the entire time in the summer skirmish. And continued through Kyle Catlin from the Phantoms as well. And you heard Sundown say his brother was a teen actor. He was also a teen actor. He played on shows just like The Bernie Mac Show, which we already talked about, and 10 Things I Hate About You. And they became the duo that you know them about. It's the Phantoms. Moving forward as well, his duo partner, Kay. We just saw him perform in the Creative World Cup. And he's a British YouTuber, Twitch streamer, org owner, all this sorts of stuff. He's also known for the meme, you know it, That's insane, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. But now our next duo, all the way from down under, trying to prove they're here for you. It will not be easy, but they're hoping that one day they will find peace on the Battle Royale island. Alice in Wonderland is the Australian electronic dance music producer. She has been best known for, well, her most recently, her single Peace, her album Run, in so many amazing things. She sings, plays the cello, and is also just a genuine human being. Likes to stress that it's all about positive mental health and being there for the other person. Loser Fruit, a very popular Australian streamer, part of the Click House, which includes multiple of Australian content creators, and she was the first Australian Twitch streamer to hit 1 million followers. And fun fact, she can do a perfect cartwheel.
That's amazing for Loser Fruit there. On the floor still, they're going to grace us with their presence. It's Desmond Chiam and Mr. Fresh Asian. And we have a lot to say about Mr. Fresh Asian because he's somebody that participated in almost all the World Cup qualifiers and had just a fun time doing it and really placed highly in some of them too.
Yes, and he was streaming it the entire time. Got a chance to talk with Desmond last night, the actor, writer, known for the Shannara Chronicles, Magic Camp, and NCIS Los Angeles. He also breakdances under the alias B-Boy Desmond. And back in the day, he used to min-max on EverQuest. We talked about min-maxing earlier in min... Wait, excuse me?
Let's introduce your new champions at the end of the day. I am WWE superstar Xavier Woods.
And I am YouTube sensation Chris Danker, a.k.a. Chris Danger, a.k.a. Dank Ops.
I have a YouTube channel called Up, Up, Down, Down, and we're almost at 2 million subscribers, so I'd appreciate if everyone watching would subscribe right now. Thank you very much.
And a long time ago, I was on America's Got Talent, and I didn't win, and I'm still salty about it.
I am a 6-time and current reigning WWE World Tag Team Champion!
And not even 3 hours ago, I bought this title at Walmart.
Now, the teams that you're going to see here today all have one celebrity and one professional gamer.
Oh, but not us, baby boy.
See,
no.
What you're looking at is not one, but 2 celebrities.
2.
And not one, but 2 professional gamers.
2.
And that is the advantage that we are going to use in order to run wild through our competition.
And at the end of the day, you are looking at the 2019 Fortnite World Cup Pro-Am Champions. Now hit our music. Oh, y'all ain't got music for us?
No music?
Oh, y'all got, okay. We don't need no music.
You know what, Xavier? Thank you so much. It seems to now be a tradition. The first Pro-Am, he walked in with CDN the third on his shoulders. The second one, he crowned himself king before the competition, and now he just hops on the line, grabs a microphone, and declares themselves the champs with belts. And also, the disparity between those belts is moderately hilarious.
It is hilarious. And for the next time, can we get them some music, please?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Definitely, we need the music, because if Xavier's going to be up there, like, you don't even see anything happening, but he had, that was a lot going on. But enough of the interruption. We need to get into the last 5th of the players. Is Liam McIntyre and Lachlan. Lachlan, of course, being the Australian gamer known for posting Fortnite and Minecraft-related content on his self-titled channel, which has earned more than 12 million subscribers, has been around the scene from the beginning, played in the creative before this. Then Liam McIntyre, the Australian actor, best known for playing the lead in 2 of the Spartacus series. He has also appeared in Legend of Hercules, The Flash, Gears of War 4, and Pulse, amongst many other roles. And fun fact, he's never tasted Coca-Cola. Well, you're not messing a whole lot there.
Continue forward. It's Pai Tamben Joga and Detonator out of Brazil. Pai Tamben Joga is the Brazilian YouTuber. He told us he actually only played Battle Royale, and he won his very first match. But then, wait, what is that beard? Is amazing.
You're looking at the beard. I'm looking at the Brazilian national team, like almost Fighter Lord Detonator, having none of it. They are you know what? I just want to hear what Detonator has to say because that is incredible. Everything about that is amazing, and please tell us more.
All right, Detonator, what is some trash talk you have for your opponents?
If you are my opponent, you'll be eliminated. Don't.
Daily vlog showing his day-to-day activity. He streams games like Fortnite and Minecraft. And then Flakes Power, content creator who also came from Brazil, has played in a number of big competitions, has been around, and he knows his way around the competitive community.
Moving on forward, it's Kaomura and Kalango. Kalango, the Brazilian YouTuber, so we're continuing on the Brazilians. And Fortnite player, obviously, otherwise he wouldn't be here. He's only been a pro Fortnite player for 4 months, but he says he's somebody to look out for.
Yes, and then Kaomura is the businessman, podcaster, and musician who's been creating content for almost 10 years. Recently, just did his own talk show. Just after that, we have PC Siqueira in 7. PC Siqueira is the Brazilian YouTuber, presenter, and comic book artist. He makes a lot of content for the TV and online. He has a famous chihuahua, and his name is Luna. And now after that, you have 7, the Latin American YouTuber. Hard to be here. Unfortunately, I don't know if you're going to read that from the backwards. Josh is an old joke. Maybe you got that. That was real over my head. We can see 7 looking to rep, excited to be here. And I've seen they were putting time in the practice room, so they're taking this seriously.
And gracing us on the floor with their presence, it's Jeremy Ray Taylor and Slavo Man. Jeremy Ray Taylor, the American actor, known for his role as Ben Hanscom in Stephen King's It, and as Sunny in the film
Fantastic character will be back as well. And then you have Slogo Man. They're an English content creator who makes gaming videos and posts real-life videos such as challenges and QAs. As a kid, he hated slugs, so he made his name Slogo Man all about it. He calls his fans the Slugs, Slogo Army, and Sloganators. And he has a big interest in psychology and played rugby in college.
And the guys that Wildcat warned to stay on the edge of the map, it's JT Brown, and I'm Marksman. I'm Marksman, one of the players who has been around the competitive scene, playing a number of skirmishes, but opting to, do some stuff at the Pro-Am here.
And now this is JT Brown's 3rd Pro-Am. The Pro NHL player is looking to make waves. He's become a big Twitch streamer and being involved in the community, and he gets a lot of the other NHL guys involved and has done a great thing with his organization as well, bringing athletes into the world of competitive gaming. They are a pair to look out for because Marksman has competed on basically every level of the game, and he knows how to pull out some tricky plays.
Speaking of tricky plays, another duo that's experienced both at the Pro-Am and the competitive scene is Mackenzie Borg and Fear Itself.
Yes, Mackenzie Boyd is the American singer-songwriter originally from Lafayette, Louisiana. He competed in the last Creative Showdown on the Chicken Champions, had amazing plays, also known for his songs Roses and Little Half Moon, competed on American Idol. Fear Itself, the former retired professional Halo player, somebody I grew up watching and seeing like, wow, competing on that main stage, has played on teams like Final Boss. He named himself after Franklin Delano Roosevelt's speech because he thought it sounded cool. Now on to our next duo baller. It's Joey Fatone, an expert thief.
Joey Fatone, a lot of people. He's the American singer, dancer, actor, and television personality, best known as the member of the classic boy band NSYNC. In 2007, he came in 2nd place on the ABC reality show Dancing with the Stars. Joey says he loves VR games and plays them with people all over the world at 3 a.m., but let me tell you here, this ain't a VR game, and it ain't 3 a.m.
No, but he has great footwork. An expert thief, the YouTube gamer and rapper who does gaming commentaries. His adopted name is Kevin, while his birth name is Dante, with the latter being his stage name. He's been creating content for 13 years, doing vlogs, skits, and more. And we had an opportunity to catch up with him and hear what he had to say before they took the stage.
All right, Expert Thief, do you have a message for your opponents today?
All I'm going to say is watch your back, because I'm going to be right behind you, and I know how you build, and I know how you play. I've been studying, okay? And I'm really sneaky. That's all I'm going to say. All right? This is especially to you, Tifu.
What I find funny about that is as he's calling out Tfue, I don't know if you saw it, Tfue was right over his shoulder, and he started nodding when he said, "That's for you, Tfue." It's like Tfue's like, "Yeah, come get some, let's go." But onto one of our last duo pairings, we have Edwin Hodge and Fraps. Fraps is the German YouTuber. He's been around the scene for a long time, makes a ton of content. And Edward Hodge, the actor, best known as playing Dante Bishop in the Purge film series. Breaking the Dance moves out right there. It is the only actor to appear in all of the first 3 films, and he says he is addicted to golfing.
So we'll see what they have to do, whether those golf skills translate, whether Fraps can carry through with his experience on YouTube and creating content and all sorts of creative stuff as well.
And I mean, he has been around since quite literally the very beginning. We're talking season 1, season 2, making content over in Germany. He has been all about it and pressing forward. And I mean, this group, this entire pairings, all of them are so fun to be around in their own way. And when they all will interact on the island, it's going to be ridiculous. I mean, we've seen some of the starting island shenanigans that happened before, and I'm just pumped for when we get out there and to see how some of these players interact, because you can already tell there's some bad blood out there. There's some people calling each other out. You got Marksman and Wildcat right away. Edwin Hodge calling out Tfue. Like, they're saying, no, we're coming for it. I've also seen a number of these pairs. Hey, One Shot Girl and Chandler, they were in the practice room every single opportunity they got. They were down there, they were playing duos, they're doing everything they can. Call-outs were there. I mean, you know Nick is going to bring his all as well. Nick A30, who played and competed with One Shot Girl in the Creative Showdown. I mean, he's pumped to be here.
Yeah, he's pumped to be there. We also have all sorts of players who competed last month at the Summer Block Party. Aiden, his partner, a lot of other people as well. Tons of pro players, tons of celebrities. You're going to have a blast watching this, and I can't wait to get in the action as well.
And I mean, one thing, you think of just like some of the DJs who are out there. Lost Kings, Phantoms, Alice in Wonderland, Wax Motif, just like all of these guys. I know, just naming some of them who I'm a little more familiar with and listen to, but I just am so excited. And plus all the actors, you got basketball players, and I don't want to say more importantly, but all of the Fortnite players as well, who are so incredible. And oh my, what is that? Oh, okay, so that is your reigning Pro-Am champions. Pro-Am number 1, Marshmallow and Ninja, and then Airwalks and RO Crime on the other side, the winners from the Summer Block Party. And I mean, they're allowed in the winner's circle.
They are allowed in the winner's circle. Zeke there too. See what they have for us, of course. Everybody ready to get the Pro-Am started.
They're ready to get it started, but not without these 2 marquee pairs. And just listen to the crowd. They're excited to be there. They're ready to play. These are people who are at the top of their game. Airwalks qualified for the World Cup. RO Crime is out there. Ninja and Marshmallow, the original pop-off pair when they're able to take the first Pro-Am. Zeke, what do you got for us over on the stage with our reigning champions?
Gentlemen, Fortnite fans around the world, we couldn't do this without our reigning Pro-Am champions. The Summer Block Party Pro-Am champions, Airwax and Grimes. Gentlemen, any words to your competition?
Good luck.
Good luck. Great. Like it. Your 2018 Pro-Am champions, Ninja and Marshmallow. The duo is back together. Ninja, I'll come to you, because Mel, I know you don't like to talk, but any words for your competitors?
We just want to say good luck to you guys as well, to everyone who's participating, and I hope we end up meeting in the finals, in the last games.
There you have it. Gentlemen, if you'll take the stage, the Pro-Am is about to begin.
for you. They're going down. I'm coming for you.
Better watch out, all right?
Me and you.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Wombo comedy, wombo comedy, wombo comedy, wombo comedy.
Nineties.
Watch out, watch out.
Nineties.
Hunt them down and we'll lay them out.
Nineties.
You can sit on the floor, boys.
Nineties. That is intimidating. Nineties. My plan is to lose. Nineties. They're going down. We're winning this today. Nineties.
That was intense.
He's looking for it and he got it!
Oh my God!
Middle of the D.
He does it! He got it! Here it is! He's going for the yes! Oh! Airwatch! That's it! He's gonna land in front of him and typical gamer!
That just happened.
Pushing forward, forcing the activity.
He's down to nothing. And ate it. Victory Royale.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fortnite Pro-Am Part 3. I'm Golden Boy alongside with Monster D-Phase here, the Boniqua Boys, back in our hometown of New York City. And we couldn't be more excited to call the action here today because it's going to be a good one. The players loaded up on the stage. Monster, I think we're going to be in for a banger today.
Yes, we are. Banger like that track. Mike Realm just dropped some beats on us. That was so fire.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, little warm for me. Good thing I had some pancakes standing by, you know?
We got all kinds of stuff ready for you guys today, that's for sure.
I've known Xavier Woods for a very long time, and I've always asked him, where do you keep getting these pancakes from? So I finally decided to steal some for myself. They're going to go bad eventually, but might as well. Have a stack of pancakes.
Yep.
You're my friend.
And we got them here, and we're ready. So just like
right.
that.
Well, let's go through the format and see how this whole thing's going to work. Get you guys up to speed in case you're joining us for the first time. This is how it all plays out. When you hit 15th place, you get yourself 3 points. When you get to 10th place, you get 2 additional points, making it 5 points total. When you get to the top 5, you'll get 7 points there, and a Victory Royale will grant you 10 points total. But here's the big one. Each elimination will be one. Really rack up some points in these games, kind of like what Airwax did in the last program at the Summer Block Party.
That's right. We watched Airwax come out here, which I had the pleasure of being on the mic for, and it was super intense, showing that he is here for a reason at the World Cup stage. It's not only that, he qualified.
That's right. He qualified. His talent is something that we all have to take note of. He certainly is going to be one of those players that we look at on that stage and you think is going to be a threat to each and every one of the duos that are going to be in that island. But you got some formidable threats out there as well. You know the crowd, they cheer for Tfue, they cheer for Aiden, Cloaksy as well. There's some great players that are going to be out there. And to top it off, they got some great duos to support them as well. And that's going to be the difference maker here, Monster.
That's
because
right.
every time we do one of these pro-ams, it's always about that duo partner, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do they complement their teammate?
Exactly, and with that, is it going to be enough? Because they're fighting for a lot of prize here. So we're going to jump into that and see if that duo can carry you all the way through.
That's right. The money that they're going to be playing for here today is for charity. Keep that in mind. So let's take a look here. First place is going to get $1 million toward the charity of their choice. Second through 50th, everyone's going to get money. Okay, and no one's going to walk away empty-handed here. 500 grand for second place. So the difference between first and second is $500,000 going to charity. That's huge stuff. Fortnite constantly giving back to the community. And here's the deal. The reality of it all is that we could very well
Oh no. Read it. Stop, Kyle. I see your
Both of our clothes are just screaming out. You know,
I look good.
we're here.
My mama told me I look good. She's in the house, so I figured I'd do that there. Have fun with it, right? Why not? We're going to get started with the game here in a little bit, folks, and we're obviously looking forward to seeing these players take the stage. But before we do that, we actually have Aiden standing by with his duo. Pookie, what you got for me?
Thank you so much, GB. I can assure you, you guys both look great. I can see you from all the way over here, but I am joined by Aiden and Robert Avesey from Lost Kings. They came in second place at the Summer Pro-Am, so you can bet they are here to take first place today. Have you two practiced at all?
Yeah, we talk a lot, so we have a good idea what we're going to do. And especially playing in the last one, we're familiar with each other, which I think helps a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Having that team synergy definitely helps. Now, Aiden, you are no stranger to playing in LAN environments, but this one's a little bit different. Who do you have with you here today?
I have my mom and my dad, my girlfriend, and my 5 mods. I hear him screaming back there. I love you guys.
That's incredible. You have such an amazing support system now. You guys are playing for charity. This is a massive event. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's an honor to be here, and the fact that Epic Games provides everybody with the opportunity to play and, you know, for charity and just make money for themselves, it's crazy. So, yeah, I'm honored to be, you know, playing for Wounded Warriors, and I'm just going to enjoy this moment. It's great.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And just one more for you. Now, you are a DJ duo. Is your counterpart at home watching right now, or is he here?
He's playing. So my duo partner is playing with his duo partner for the World Cup tomorrow, so we're about to take over.
Interesting how that worked out, isn't it?
Yeah, it may have been set up.
May have been, definitely. Well, good luck today, guys. I will definitely be rooting for you. GB and Monster, back to you at the desk.
Always a pleasure to hear from him. I remember meeting Robert Avesey last Pro-Am, and he was so into it. He said, I just want to go home now and just practice. And we talk about picks to win. And second place last summer block party at that Pro-Am, as we had mentioned, was Aiden and Robert Avesey. You know what? I'm going to make a bold proclamation here, Monster. I think they're going to take it. I think Aiden and Robert Avesey are going to take this year's Pro-Am.
Well, I'm going to have to, you know, stagger that and bring back, I don't know, maybe an old rivalry, because this time, yeah, we have Nick Merckx here. How about I put my money on Nick Merckx, and you put your money on Aiden if you want to do that?
Okay, interesting stuff, interesting stuff. Well, one player here that everyone obviously wants to see succeed is Tfue. We actually had an opportunity to get some words from him. Let's check it out.
Hey, my name's Turner, aka Tfue. I'm playing the Pro-Am with my teammate Nav. I've been kind of friends with him for a while. I've only played with him a few times, but I'm feeling pretty confident and pretty hyped. I'm excited.
This is trying to snake him in. Can you get him to drop it?
What is that angle? Basically, we're just going to try to take down everyone we can. You know, we're going to play really aggressive throughout the whole thing, looking for the weaker players, I guess you could say. The biggest threat is probably, once again, Cloaksy. I said this last Pro-Am. He's really the only big threat that I see here. Airwalks, that guy's a bot. Ninja, he's a bot. Cloaksy's aight, but me and Nav are going to stomp them all. So. My current favorite weapon is probably the combat, just because it's so versatile. You can use it close range, medium range, even long range at some instances if you need to, you know, pick somebody's health off little by little. I'm donating to the Action Sports Foundation. Basically what they do is they help special needs and handicapped people with, you know, physical therapy, action sports, like whether it be skateboarding or riding, you know, in a skate park on a wheelchair or anything really. My experience in New York so far has been pretty dope. You know, I haven't really met too many people yet, but I'm excited to meet all the people coming from different countries, even people that just came up on the scene that are new that I've became friends with over the past few months. So pretty excited to meet all of them, have a good time. Other than that, you know, I'm ready.
Tfue had a lot of strong words for his opponents. And, you know, calling Ninja and Airwalks a bot after they had won Pro-Ams and he hasn't. Got some bold words there, Monster.
You gotta love Tfue. Always ready to paint a story, create a rivalry, right? And then just make it interesting. I mean, look the way he's dressed. He's got his vest on.
He's ready.
Seems serious.
He's clearly ready. And I know everyone here wants to get ready and into the games. And we also want to let you all know as well that there are going to be numerous ways for you to watch this very competition of Fortnite Pro-Am. All you got to do is go to Fortnite.com/watch. And there you can actually pick a variety of different POVs. You can see the map. You can see a bunch of cool things. Definitely check it out. Once again, go to Fortnite.com/watch. There we go. You can level up your viewing experience. And then we also have a lot going on here as well. So here are the feeds. This is what you're going to look at, right? So in feed 1 and feed 2, you'll get the first and second place players. But then feed 3, you're going to get Ninja and Marshmallow. And then on feed 4, you're going to get Airwalks and RL Grime. So this way, you can see our defending champions in their perspective and how they're going to coordinate. You also got Nick A30, Max Carver. Let's not forget about Courage and Sean O'Malley, Doigby, and Cody Walker. And then for the Latin American community, you're going to have Flakes Power and Anderson Silva. So lots of great perspectives there. Also Asia as well. It's going to be Ellie and his duo. So there's going to be a bunch of perspectives for you to check out. Fortnite.com/watch. Don't forget about that. And have some fun. Have some fun watching this event. It's going to be a good time.
By the way, I love, because if you're a fan of any of those guys, you can literally see their points of interest, which is super dope.
Yeah, exactly. You can learn from some of the best that play this game, especially the Fortnite content creators, see where they go. A lot of the players now are going to be on the island, loading up, getting ready to go. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I want to get into this already, and I know we're going to get there eventually. But, you know, a little anxious, of course. And I have to wonder, you know, what other duos are going to be standing out? Because Tfue had mentioned Cloakzy, him and Whit Lowry. They have the potential to be able to upset some people here, but he didn't really do it at the last Pro-Am. Cloakzy was kind of quiet at that event. I want to see him turn up, especially here in New York City, because, you know, he lives like right here.
Yeah, you know, and I'm also excited for Yoshi. Yoshi represents, you know, on the Team Solari cast. It's a pleasure seeing him come out here. We always see him commentate, but you know what? Someone representing from a commentator stance out here playing. So I'm gonna be rooting for Yoshi and Freddie Estroma as well. Yeah, the French community loves him. Always got to give him some extra props.
You saw for a second there, Courage and Dr. Lupo right next to one another. So perhaps there could be some shenanigans, maybe sabotage, if you will. I think Lupo's probably insulting Jack in a variety of different ways.
They actually even slammed Tim the Tatman over to the left of Lupo as well. So that's an interesting lineup right there.
You can never keep them separate from one another.
Nope.
You know, you can never keep them separate. We're also going to have a lot of controller players playing out there too. And while controller players, obviously I'm controller gang, always going to represent. I want to see how they play out. I think we got a few pro controller players like Aiden, who I had picked before.
That's right.
Get into a box, really cause a ruckus, especially for the pro players. Aiden has qualified for the Fortnite World Cup in the duo side. Airwalks as well, another dominant player. We have a lot of players here that have qualified for the big event, and they're going to look to prove a point, I think, which is going to be the best part. Not only because they're going to play in that competition, but they're also going to get this warm-up opportunity in front of this crowd here at Arthur Ashe Stadium. It's kind of a little bit of an advantage.
You know, at the end of the day, as long as they feel prepared, that's what we love and want to see. But like you said, there is a lot riding on the line here, right? It's all about earning that respect and or keeping it, because at the end of the day, these trophies are super nice.
Yeah, pretty awesome trophies there. The golden Creighton pickaxe that we've given out in the past. You see players warming up, getting ready, getting comfortable. A few other duos to talk about was Pi and Detonator. Detonator, I don't know what that video was, but it made me mildly uncomfortable. So, and the fact that he's not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, you know, it
disturbs me.
Came out, you know, got the couple buttons down in the front, you know,
yes.
Letting it breathe.
Yeah, letting it breathe a lot. I don't know. That one certainly threw me off. There's Marshmallow. You know, he doesn't really like to talk that much, so I wonder how he's going to communicate with Ninja. They've done it once before, though. They've done it once before. Certainly they could do it again.
A couple emotes right there from Marshmallow, so maybe he'll just be playing right there, showing off the controller. Yeah, that's right, give him a little ring. Making sure it's all good. He's going to let the gameplay and the moves do the talking.
I appreciate that he's also going to be using his own skin as well, so...
Oh, you have to.
You have to. If you have a skin in the game, you got to go for it.
A little ego boost right there, you know?
Yeah, that's some protection.
man.
Nick Merckx.
Yeah, it's your pick.
Hey, I had to. You went with Aiden. I
That's
figured
true.
we
I know, and I know,
rivalry.
I know. Papa Nick Merckx, who's out there, probably got really mad at me that I didn't pick Nick to win. But it's okay though. It's all for the storylines. Hopefully he understands that.
Nick
Nick 830, most positive human being. You play with Nick 830 a lot?
All the time.
What does he bring to the table?
Oh, he's a legend. I mean, as long as he can keep his cool, not get in his head. Nick, I know you hear us from here. Just stay calm and do what you do, man. He's such a great player. We'd love to see him come out and shine.
Yeah.
Once or twice in a Pro-Am today would be pretty fantastic.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You wanted to create a showdown at the summer block party.
Yeah, he's had his moments of greatness.
He has. So you're clearly capable of being able to do this, being able to win on the big stage in front of a crowd. There's Detonator again. Just, you know,
he looks so ready.
And, you know, I'm actually impressed playing with a keyboard and mouse. I thought that Detonator would have his own custom controller with spikes on it. Okay. There's a lot of dialogue being exchanged there. Also, talk about Detonator's bangs. Man, nailed that one. I'll never be able to have that. Ever. That's a heartbreaker.
Looks like he's
Is he yelling at his own teammate as well?
Yeah, definitely.
At some point. There's Ewok Jordan Fisher. This is a duo that actually I think is going to be very, very good in this one because they Jordan told me yesterday they've been practicing, they've been putting in the work, and I think that's a squad that can go very, very far. Very, very far. Well, while we get ready and get things started up here, folks, we have another interview on the stage. We got Mackenzie Borg along with my buddy, Fear Itself, with Pookie. What's going on, Pookie?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am just all over the place today. I'm having the chance to talk to some incredible players. That is absolutely right. I am down here with Mackenzie Borg and Fear Itself. Now, I have to be honest, you don't really put off a very fearful vibe, so we're gonna have to work on that. You gotta get the eyes, you know, it's all about the eyes. But you are no stranger to events like this. Going into today, how are you gonna carry your previous experience into the event today?
It is true. I'm a little bit of an old man, a veteran in the game. I mean, I was doing this 15 years ago in much smaller stadiums, but it's all the same. Having like in-person LAN experience is very key in this atmosphere. So I'm just gonna like channel that inner professional gamer from when I was a young buck back in the day, and hopefully it shows, you know.
Love it so much. Now you, Mackenzie, on the other hand, you have performed on the big stage multiple times. You are a contestant on American Idol, so you are not nervous at all, but I want to know, have you ever played Fortnite? I mean, you were in the other Pro-Am, but playing Fortnite in front of all these people, it's got to be different than singing.
Yeah, it's much different. I feel like singing in front of a lot of people, I'm comfortable. It's what I'm, with a guitar, I'm like super chill, but here it's like, just don't want to let fear down, and we're trying to do well.
Well, we have a few musical emotes, so if anything gets a little bit too crazy for you at any moment in time, maybe you could play those for him and calm him down a little bit. That might help. Now, have you two played together at all? Do you have any kind of strategy going into today?
We practice a total of about an hour before this event. So we got all the practice, all the strats in the world. Don't you worry about it, Pookie.
Oh, and you just, I guess, don't want to tell me about it, right?
Oh, yeah, top secret stuff.
Oh my goodness. All right, I might be able to get a little bit out of you later. But in terms of, you know, taking your experience from the previous Pro-Am that you just played in the summer, what are you going to do the same, differently? Anything you're going to want to tell me about?
I think I'm more prepared now for the chaos and the hecticness between like the crowd, the subwoofers in the stage, and just the overall volume. It's not like sitting on my couch at home playing Fortnite. It's a completely different experience.
It's definitely different. I mean, if you want to put your feet up at one point, we can get you some Cheetos or something. It'll be great.
I'm trying to get into the more serious mode right now. I'm flipping the switch. Fear's got the switch too. We're switching it.
My goodness. Well, you guys heard it here first. These guys are locked in. So I'm going to let them get a little bit more practice. Golden Boy and Monster, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much, Pookie, for that one. For itself, I've had opportunity of commentating many of his victories in the past across a variety of games. He's humble. He goes up there and he's humble, but this guy, when he needs to pull off the big wins, he certainly can do it. And then I think it's also interesting to note there what Mackenzie said. This is a very different vibe. When you're playing out there, the bass, just the feeling. It is substantially different than chilling at home.
But honestly, he has the experience. He's been here before. You know, maybe after a couple times in the ring, you can pull it all together. That's what I'm hoping for someone like Nick A30 as well, right? You've been in this situation before with enough experience. I really think they can overcome anything.
Yeah, very true. Look at that. Positive guy, positive monster. You love to see it happen, folks.
I'm rooting for the underdogs.
Yeah, that's right. This guy. Oh, and then obviously, I heard you in the Creative Showdown just blindly picking whoever was winning at that time.
We're not going to talk about
We're not
the
going to go back
past
to
here.
that. We're not going to go back to the past.
We're living in the present now, buddy.
I respect that. I respect that. Well, folks, I know you guys want to get into the game. I do as well, and I was told by our team in the back that the game is getting ready to go in just a little bit. We're going to jump right into the island. It's going to be awesome, and I just want to get out there and see some Battle Royale. That's really all I care about, because these players, they're about to throw down. It's going to be awesome. You see Xavier Woods there. He does not have any pancakes, but what he does have is that SmackDown Tag Team Championship right by his side. He's got to let everyone know that he's a champion, raising it on high, and I picked it up. It is actually a very, very heavy belt. It is a heavy belt.
I had the opportunity right here. I totally should have lifted it.
You totally should have. And then Dank also has his fake Cruiserweight title belt, so low on that one. All right, folks, here we go. It's time to jump into the game, the moment you've been waiting for. The countdown is about to begin. Here we go. It is now time for the third Fortnite Pro-Am. The players are loaded into the island. The battle bus is ready to go. It starts right now. Here we go.
I love
that. Looks awesome.
Battle bus. It looks so great right there. Just take a look. Take a look at all of your competitors today, guys, because it's going to be crazy. We're going to crown one of these guys either a new or returning champ of the day here at the Pro-Am.
Hey, it could be one half of the Girthquake. Courage JD, he'll never let me live that one down. So I hope it's not him, kid.
You have to be careful. They're on the same side of the stage now. You know, it might just flop.
Sure. And as my buddy Shy Wager says, could be a yum, right?
Totally
Shy's
could
gonna
be
hate
a
me.
yum.
Shy's gonna hate me for using that. All right, here we go. So, and then the other half of the Girthquake. There's Tim the Tap Man. So you're going to land over by Paradise Palms. Paradise Palms, a great spot to land, Monster. Tons of loot, tons of resources, great rotational opportunities from there as well.
Talk about that. It clearly looks like Tim the Tatman and Dante have a plan here. You don't just choose the backside of the map for no reason. This house specifically known as the John Wick Mansion. Down in the basement, there's a little secret stash, if you will. Now hopping over to the West World is what we like to call it over here on the other side of the map.
Oh.
Bit of a skirmisher.
Yeah, you got Osculords looking right over at Sean. Sean choosing to disengage from the fight. Will have that green tack SMG and has full shields as well, but oh no. Dead Revel's going to be in a bad spot. Very weak in there by Sean. Sean's going to take some damage as well. This is going to be a first engagement. Sean is going to go in for the fight. And then we switch on over to Dead Revel, who's looking around. And Sean's going to be out of the game. One of the first eliminations. I think that might be the first elim that goes through.
The first was Sinu, who actually got Fear itself. I wanted to touch on it, unfortunately. But that was the first elim.
Fear itself went out?
Yes.
Oh,
right
man, we really shouldn't have interviewed him. I feel I'm sorry, Justin.
Hey, but it's not over, right? You can always get the reboot card. He can come back here. But for now, Lost King Nyx is in a pickle.
This is rough. Rough for Nick to be in here. Now we're going to make our way to Ninja and Marshmallow, who this is another great spot to chill by. You get a ton of loot at the Lazy Lagoon. And on top of which, you know, I think there's I believe there's going to be some ballers close by. If you want to go for that, you also have the cannons you can use, I believe, to get out of there too.
Yep, there's a lot of options for mobility here for sure. But, you know, what I like that's going on here, at least with Ninja and Marshmallow, Ninja straight up adopting, you know, his scrim and or competitive strategy, right? Lazy Lagoon, that is his most known spot for landing. So for him to land here, they mean serious business.
Yeah, and he lands here relatively uncontested. There's going to be a duo over to the north, I want to say northwest, and also someone all the way up at the tippy north there. As we make our way now down forward toward Lucky Landing, we're going to have Sinnoh here along with O'King.
We're gonna be seeing a lot of Sinnoh and O'King. Let me tell you guys right now, do not sleep on this duo right here. They are so good. Had the pleasure of casting and seeing them at the South Korean event that we flew out to and covered over there. They are dangerous.
Well, you're hyping them up here, but unfortunately, they're going to be taking some damage from the Stinks, having to push out of that fight. So when you throw down that Stink grenade, it goes right through the damage. It does not hit the shields. It hits the green health bar. Not what you want to see happen here. Player, though, is going to be tucked away in the corner. And King and Sinnoh, they're two top players. So they know how to work together here, try and pin their opponents into a bad spot. Here, a few shots as well. More eliminations starting to go through. Nick 830 gets one onto Claire Grant. Aiden as well picks one up. Mackenzie's out of it. And then King and Sinnoh, they're just going to get, King's just going to get out of there.
Yeah, just wanted that pressure, but you know what? Figured a team that's working together is definitely a dangerous one. And we touched base with Yoshi a little bit earlier today. Looks like his partner Freddy is down here. He's off. He's on a quad. Can he get away? No, he has to
get away. Oh no.
He's got lights here.
Marksman. Oh, and he just tagged up. He tagged up the quad a few times. Did manage to hit him. If he would have picked up that infantry, could have had that pinpoint accuracy with that weapon. Probably could have provided a little bit more for him there, but it's also going to be a player up above. There goes the infantry rifles I mentioned before. It's such a precise weapon to take advantage of. JT Brown, they're looking around. Going to have Jeremy Ray Taylor up above in that box there, Monster, and they're going to be split up a little bit because they want to clean up this player around, see if they can get any of the resources.
And they did convert it right there, and a little nifty trick Marksman used there, pulling out his pickaxe to reset his reticule so that his crosshair kind of tightens up just to make sure he can be as accurate as possible. So many nifty tricks, and this is why this is the pro AM, right? You have the pros, and then you have your celebrity counterparts helping them out, and Marksman is showing that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like he's confidently ready to push as well. He might.
Exactly, and then we saw Ninja and Marshmallow there on the corner of your screen for a moment, continuing to loot up. Players pushing around the side here. This is going to be coming from the west. JT Brown, they're going to get vision. He has that snipe out. Maybe he can get a connection, perhaps, but it's going to be Marksman looking for the opportunity to take advantage of that heavy AR.
Yes, I love this. JT Brown ready to back him up. He's got extra shields and everything. He's got that legendary sniper. He knows exactly where this player is at. Just looking for a small peek right here. He might take his face off. We will see.
He's playing with a lot of confidence, too. You can tell in the movements. JT Brown has played in multiple, I think he's played in every single Pro-Am that we've had. So no stranger here to this big stage. And then they're not really going to go for that fight. There wasn't really much of a reason for them to try and push in for that fight, Monster. That player did have that natural high ground. If JT Brown would have gotten the connection with the snipe, that would have been great. But you got to think about this, the storm, as it pushes on in. Now these players, you're going to take a little bit of damage here. But you have a lot of bodies scattered around. Junk Junction, Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, even Lucky Landing. There's a lot of players that are going to be on the outside, but this circle is going to be pushing in, centered more toward Dusty Divot. So you're going to have that big circle around here. You're ticking for 1 damage per second as well. You got to start to make moves quickly.
Yeah, Slogo Man does not want to play around here. He does not have anything to heal with in this moment. He has a glider redeploy. I mean, he can use it to get away, but with that one person trailing behind him, was that Bai Tan Bien.
You did better. I didn't even try to.
Hey, it's a little bit of Spanish right there, but hopping over to Ewok and Jordan Fisher.
You got the accent. You got the capability. I respect it.
I can pull it.
I know you can. All right. So Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This duo at the summer block party. Ewok hunted Jordan Fisher down. Enemies have become friends here. And with the baller and the shadow bombs, they're going to rotate on out, get to the safe zone. A few players are going to be around here as well. And Ewok just tagged him. Take full advantage of the ping system, right? When you're able to do that, that helps so much. Sometimes you don't even need to use your words. You can just use the ping system to relay where the threats are going to be.
Exactly, and that's what Ewok used as their primary form of communication here. She's going to lay down some fire. Didn't quite connect, but it's all good. Can she get a couple more shots? If they catch an advantage, we saw what she did last time to Jordan Fisher in the previous 2019 Pro-Am, right? The last one that just passed by where she made her debut. She pushed all the way across the field. She shows.
Ewok gets very aggressive.
She will get down.
Living up to that Ewok name. You know, Ewoks will just go and bite your ankles. So that's what Ewok did in that last Pro-Am. But now we're going over to Neo Tilted. One shot girl Chandler Riggs. We're going to see Kyle K and Kyle Kaplan up above. And there's K. Crowd popped for him when he had come out. Kyle Kaplan as well.
I like how Kaplan's got his marshmallow fit on as well.
Not trying to throw us off at all.
You know, honestly, that's like, I wouldn't use this, right? If you wear this fit, you're tempting other people to be like, dude, that's marshmallow, isn't it? Right? And then they just want to push.
You're not wrong there, buddy.
I'd love to catch a highlight, right?
Yeah,
it's like, dude, I'll push him right now.
Exactly.
Right?
You're not wrong there. I mean, that certainly can be a thing that players see and they're like, wait a minute, maybe. But if a lot of people who have studied Ninja's gameplay know that he is going to go over to that Lazy Lagoon area. But we make our way now to the lava areas near Pressure Plant. This is where Marshmallow and Ninja are, and there hasn't been a lot of activity right now, right? It's been a little bit of a slower game, but that's what I like to see, right? You and I, we've been casting endgame after endgame after endgame in the Fortnite World Cup online qualifier, so it's nice to see some strategy, some rotations go into place here, and players really being methodical where they're going to push at what point in time. And Ninja, he's getting ambitious with these shots, managing to connect that infantry rifle, the purple infantry rifle, so good.
Yeah, Ninja actually one of the advocates for playing with weapons that are not necessarily popular or cool at the moment, tends to play with things that are different. So before the infantry kind of, you know, rose in popularity after the changes, he was already running it, you know, deeming it one of his favorite weapons to kind of play with.
He's always been like that in any game that he plays. I remember many times casting him, whether it be Halo or any other title. He always goes for the road less traveled and does a lot of damage there with that infantry rifle. Look at these players as they fly about through the jet streams. Myth on the other side as well. With this duo there.
It's got to be.
Oh no, Tim the Tapman. No, Tim, no, Tim. And you know, he landed extra quickly. He got picked off from the sky.
I don't want to say it, but he was literally swatted like a fly right there.
Oh, that was
too easy. Taken right out. Tim the Tapman goes down.
There's no friendships here in the Pro-Am, people. Ninja makes Tim the Tapman pay. It was a wide target, and he's going to hit those.
All right, so there he has his ball. He's going to get a bunch of extra goodies. And oh no, Ninja's ball actually flew off into the steam vent, and it's gone.
Yeah, I think he ended up going with it. Hopefully he did. Yeah, so he ends up getting the ball right on back. Just looking around. So he doesn't know, obviously, that there's going to be a duo right next to him. A lot of players are starting to convene here by Pressure Plant. This is where the circle's going to start to collide. And then keep in mind, this lava, when you get to those final circles and you have to go over that lava, it can be your worst enemy or even your best friend because you can traverse the lava very quickly, but sometimes it can throw you off. And for more unexperienced players, or inexperienced players, apologies, that could certainly throw them for a loop.
Yeah, it can definitely end up also just like splitting up a team, right? And then causing some chaos that way. But man, the fact that Ninja's able to just openly hold this area right outside the mega ball.
Wrecking people with this.
Yeah, look, there's another player right out the sky right there. David Williams goes down.
Time to go collect. Time to go collect.
Go get that expensive NYC rent right there, Ninja. Go pick it up because he's collected right here.
Oh man, he's been just swatting these players out of the sky. Tifu's going to be in a fight right now, though. Having to deal with this, going to use the shockwave grenade to get out of the engagement, reset himself. We'll have plenty of builds to work with as well. We'll also have those chug splashes for him and his teammate if he needs to use it. It's going to be Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This is a huge battle that's going to be taking place here. Tifu has the angle. He has a perspective. And with that combat shotgun, he can hit him from a distance as well. On the screen, you see Nick A30 gets eliminated, so he's going to be out of the game. But for now, all eyes are going to be set here on Tifu and this engagement with Jordan Fisher and Ewok.
Yeah, he actually had to back up. Someone storm flipped right at him, forcing him out of that area. But lucky for him, he does have plenty of shockwaves to make a ton of moves. And Ewok actually gets pelted down a few more times there.
Yeah, that's not good because they're going to go down low, and they know exactly where they are. So they just can wait this one out.
Let me tell you right now, for every little bit of advantage Tifu gains here, the more unlikely it is that Ewok and Jordan Fisher are going to get out alive. And that's it. I think he's got his confidence all the way up. He knows he needs this loot here.
He has natural high ground. Their backs are against the storm wall. They're going to start to push up, but they're going to use the shockwave to fly out of there.
That was just one, though. He only saw one, so there it is. Oh, no.
He's kind of trapped there, pinned, and he's waiting for him. He's going to tag him with the combat. So much damage being put forward. Tfue now going to be on the run. This is what Tfue does best when he's in your face. Oh, but he gets chunked. He's going to lose a lot of health there. Now going to be sitting at 35 HP and had to get out of there. Going to use those shockwave grenades. The movement that you get with that utility is huge.
It was actually Jordan Fisher who came back to rescue Ewok, and it was just enough to back off Tfue. And now the entire battle's been reset. Everyone's in a danger zone here.
He really is the perfect human being. He really is. There goes the jet stream. Ewok gets out. Jordan Fisher's taking damage, people. He's got to get out of that. He manages to fly on out of there. Now, the concern I have for Ewok and Jordan Fisher, they got to get back together.
Yeah, but not only that, Tfue knows he has to get an elimination here. They are desperate. They're in shambles for gear here. And an artillery strike actually being rained down. Tfue is forced to be on defense. He's far from his teammate Nav. But look, Edwin Hodge and Fraps right here. They don't have health either. This is the perfect opportunity for Tfue.
A lot of players are going to be very, very weak. Yeah, and he gets an elimination on Edwin Hodge. That's going to be Tfue's 4th elimination. Nav has 2 of his own, 6 points total.
Oh, there was a trap there!
You never suspect the trap, Tfue! Oh, my word! He is disgusted with what he just saw. Nav should be able to get him, though, and they'll get back into this. He does have launch pads, so they can use that to get back into a safe position, but they don't have heals, Monster.
Yes, he does. He actually has 2 campfires in his inventory.
Oh, well, he doesn't have shields.
Yeah, but he has to get to zone ASAP. Airwalks, a previous reigning champ so far, and RL Grime are going to push someone off here. And oh boy, this is the Pro-Am. It's starting to heat up here.
That is going to get clipped so many times.
Absolutely.
Tfue hitting the trap. Never expected.
Imagine catching a nice little 2-piece and then walking into a trap. That was perfect.
There goes your summer block party winners, Airwalks and RL Grime, sitting on top of their, I want to say, hodgepodge constructed tower here. Then Tfue, right next to Allier. Boy, does he have a video for you.
Tfue has not popped these double campfires. Oh, actually just keeping it going.
That shot from Tfue, clinical. Combat shotty, that thing's going to tag you from what sometimes it feels like a mile away. This player's going to be behind this tree here, and Tfue sees it. Tfue, easy pickings for the veteran. The tree goes down, no more protection for him, but the shadow bomb is going to be used. You see that player flipping away on out of there, doing all the flippy stuff.
Actually love it as well. He sent Nav in because Nav had the materials and the health advantage there to kind of lead the way, but now they're both in a desperate situation. Tfue forced to just get to farm in here. He's going to try and get what he can off the bunker. Ninja still in the same spot just outside the volcano vents.
No reason for him to leave when he's hitting the shots the way that he has been with the infantry rifle. Your 2018 Fortnite Pro-Am champion. Marshmallow going in for the shot there. Player's going to be picked off from this guy. That's going to be Sinnoh who gets Moose-Cell. Oh, man, that's rough.
Sinnoh makes it to endgame with O-King. Like I said, they're going to be a troublesome duo. There's still tons of excellent players left in the game here. See Whit Lowry down below. He's Clotesy nearby. Uh-oh, Ninja's actually super hurt now. I think he just received the snipe.
Yeah, so Ninja's going to be in a rough spot, but we actually did catch one of his other shots earlier on. That was going to be on Michael Dreyer. That was elim number 4. Now, though, Ninja getting back to a fighting position, but he's going to get hit again.
This is rough for Ninja.
Doesn't have a campfire.
Saw Myth there. Saw Nick Merckx.
A lot of good players.
Competitive players nearby, that's right.
Cloak is still going to be in this match. Marksman still in the game as well. Airwalks, as we had mentioned earlier, Wildcat there. Everyone gathered together here, right in between Dusty Divot and Mega Mall. Nick Merckx only with 1 elimination. When you get down to 15th place, that's when the placement points start to go through. There you see it right there, the format, how it works. Every elimination, that these duos get is going to earn them 1 point, but when we hit 15th place, that's when you're going to start getting those placement points.
And look right there. Myth just ended Ninja up above in a battle, and Marshmallow's off to fend for himself as he impulsed out of the battle. And it looks like he's has to make a big decision here. Yep, he says, you know what, I'm going to get to zone, and it's time to leave Ninja's card behind. There's nothing he can do but play for placement at this point, so he goes straight for the high ground.
Marshmallow does manage to get up top there, and some great quick building is going to keep him safe for the time being. He can't get his card, and bear in mind, I mean, look at the circle. We're hitting into that half in, half out circle. Movement's going to start to happen here. Players are going to have to start thinking about those pushes, the rotations, and also who is going to be gatekeeping, preventing these solo players, perhaps, from getting in.
Here's Sinnoh, 6 eliminations. That is a ton of elimination. Elims matter for points, guys, just as much as placement does. For every single person that gets taken out here, Sinnoh is 1 step closer to grabbing a nice lead. There's a great shot there. Someone's pushing up. Oh, it's his teammate. Okay, a little disengage right there. All right, time to refocus. Oh, he's looking in the distance here. He sees Cody Walker, Yoshi, a Dukov right there. Yoshi pops something. Looks like he had an impulse. He gets to the zone there. Cody Walker also goes down to Sinnoh. Edukov gets knocked as well. Who's that? It's going to be another. Sinnoh's placement is so good here. Mr. Fresh Asian.
That's 8 eliminations for Sinnoh. They're going to be at 21, and I think I think I just saw it there that Marshmallow eliminated Dr. Lupo.
Wow.
We have a replay of it. There you go, Lupo. Don't say I didn't love you. Oh, he clotheslined him, baby. Hit him with a running lariat. Dr. Lupo, you ain't nothing to Marshmallow. Love it. Way to go, Marshmallow. Keeping the dream alive for him and his duo.
So good, even
Lupo's
with
gonna give
no
me so
help.
much crap for that, by the way.
Even
I'm okay with
no
it,
help, he's still in it, though. One shot girl poised right above him. Sinnoh can very well take this. He's got this ultimate high ground here with O-King.
They're playing this one like it's a qualifier lobby, man. They got that high ground. They're raining down the shots. 9 eliminations for Sinnoh. O-King providing the support, and they're just going to continue to tarp with the floor, with the pyramid, so that they can own this high ground presence. Any players that are going to be flying in the sky, they're going to punish them with their ARs and the combat shotties if need be.
So you're going to need an aerial license or something like that. They're not going to let anyone fly for free here.
No, they're not.
Flake's power gets taken out to the zone, but just enough damage from O-King is going to allow him to secure that one here, as everyone is off against the storm, trying their best to get to the next spot here. Take a look at O-King's perspective. He's got a minigun way up top.
Oh, man, the minigun shredding them. You got to be careful, though, for that storm. Look how much damage is going to be taking O-King.
Someone's actually above him, I believe. Look, he tried to break that right there. Yeah, it's Myth.
It's Myth and Cloak are going to be engaging in this fight. Sinnoh plays that defense, protecting his teammate. Cloak is going to have a smidgen of health remaining. He's going to go right on top of Sinnoh and O-King. Chigwa just picked off one, and that's going to be Elim number 10. On to Cloak. 11 as well will be registered. That's 11 points. We're also going to be in placement here, Monster.
Wait a second. Are we still on the first game? Hold up. It's going down here.
Courage is still going to be in this one, as well as Myth. Look at the play field, and look who is left. Wildcat alongside with JT Brown. You're going to have Jelty there as well. iFaris, Myth, he's taking a lot of damage outside of the storm, and Myth is going to be out of it. But Courage is still in the game, folks. A possibility for him to get this first game win, but I don't know if Sinnoh and O-King are going to let him have it.
No, they're not. Not for free, at least here, as Sinnoh's landing more shots on his opponents here. He is running low on materials this time around, though. 500 mats. In comes the pressure. Will we finally give up this placement? Will we jump down to commit to this battle here? There's only 4 players left.
We're now down to the final moments of game number 1. O-King is going to be out. It is all up to Sinnoh here. Wildcat down low. He takes the shot, and it's Sinnoh with a victory royale. Game 1 domination from the high ground, and they never let him come up ground. That was insane. They denied them any kind of territory whatsoever.
This is why I love Fortnite right there. When you know your players, you can just smell them from a mile away. They're gonna do great things. We saw them way on the southeastern part of the map, the place that we like to call the West, right? They were there, they landed there, they took out Fear itself, and in a crazy turn of events, they slapped the entire lobby all the way through to the end. Here's the final moments.
You know, I've had the pleasure of commentating a lot of esports in my career, and I always say, watch out for the South Korean players because
That's right.
they're so good. And Sinnoh showing us why here in New York City, the first win. What a game that was. It was a little slow. It was a little slow, I have to say. Then it ramped up like a good book.
That's the best. That's the best part about getting full game lobbies. This is what we tune in for, right? You get the entire story. You get to paint the entire picture, and just like that, like the fact that we know where he started. He took out Fear itself. Like we were just talking Fear itself. We know he's a respected, competitive player. He has that land cool, right? But
Exactly.
It still wasn't enough.
Exactly. And this is going to put Sinnoh on everyone's radar as well. But that was a pretty tough end game there. A lot of great players still left in it. It just wasn't enough. When you have that high ground, that's it. And I made the joke, they were playing it like it was a World Cup qualifier. Yeah, I mean, you get that high ground, you deny them any kind of presence to be able to build up to the top. It was very close. That Myth and Cloak could have pushed Sinnoh off. And had they done that, I think we'd be looking at a different winner in game one. But credit to Sinnoh for keeping his cool, as well as O'King for supporting him in that one.
Yeah, Cloaksy might have had the high ground, but if I'm not mistaken, Myth just hit him with a really good shot. Put his back against the wall. He had no help. Sinnoh comes out with that side peek, and it was all his, and easy raining from there.
Yeah, some good moments in that game for sure, and we thank you all so much for joining us here. That was just game one of the Fortnite Pro-Am here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals, our third Pro-Am ever. We've had some great games throughout the day. The Creative Showdown was a blast to watch. Some really, different experiences for a lot of our viewers.
I mean, hey, we watched $1 million jump, literally.
$1 million jump.
That was insane.
I know. I realized I made some poor decisions career-wise when I was not in there for the $1 million jump. That was awesome. And then we just saw one of South Korea's best players in Fortnite, Sinnoh, just take game one in dominating fashion. And now I have been informed that we do have our winners down on the floor with Pookie for an interview. Pookie, over to you.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am here down on the floor with our winners. I want to congratulate both of you first off and foremost. We have Sinnoh here, who we've seen play so many times in the past. He was actually part of the World Cup qualifiers. He did not qualify, but it has been quite a journey for him. How does it feel to be playing on this stage regardless?
우선 여기 한번 첫 라운드를 우승하시게 된 거에 대해서 많이 축하드리고요. 신우 선수 같은 경우는 퀄리파이어에 아쉽게 진출하시지 못하셨는데 여기까지 오시게 되셔서 이 무대에 서게 된 그런 소감이 어떻게 되시나요?
일단은 소감 일단 제가 여기 있는 거가 믿기지가 않고요. 게다가 첫 라운드까지 우승을 하니까 지금 진짜 기분이 정말 좋네요.
I actually can't believe that I won this first round, and it feels awesome to be on this stage.
Well, I can believe it. You guys were playing clinically with the high ground, the tarping, unbelievable gameplay. Congratulations. Down on the end, you've done charity events before, so you've done this before as well, but is this your first time playing Fortnite in front of all of these people?
우선 일단 하이그라운드에서 잘 이렇게 플레이 하셨던 것 같고 이렇게 체리티 자선 기부 행사에서 저번에 플레이 하셨던 것 같은데 이 많은 사람들 앞에서 플레이 하셨던 게 어떠셨어요?
일단 굉장한 영광이고 이렇게 또 좋은 행사에서 좋은 사람들과 좋은 성적을 거둘 수 있을 것 같아서 뭐 미리 뭐 김치국은 아니지만 좀 다음 라운드에서부터도 더 좋은 성적 내가지고 처음에 들어올 때 우리 아는 사람들 거의 없었거든요. 한 명도 없었어요. 요 대회 끝날 때 저희를 모르는 사람이 한 명도 없게끔 만들도록 하겠습니다.
It was such an honor to be participating in this tournament, and there are a lot of good players and good purpose of this charity tournament. And after this is done, before the tournament began, nobody actually know us, the duo. But after this tournament, I hope that everyone here knows who we are.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations again to both of you. I hope to see you win a few more games. But what we're going to do now is we're going to throw it over to Sundown, who's going to break down some of the gameplay. Sundown?
Thank you so much, Pookie. I'm standing by here with Nick Merckx and Mario now. First, I got to say, Mario, what is it like competing on this stage, playing Fortnite, compared to playing in the NBA and competing against some of the best athletes in the world?
I mean, these players are here the best of the best, you know, and in NBA, of course, it's like the best of the best players in the world. So it's kind of same in that way, but I mean, just enjoying here in front of our fans over here. I was in New York actually last year, so, you know, I'm kind of home, so.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Now, Nick, I'm going to ask you about some of the gameplay we just saw in that last match. You're actually able to catch a really nice double elimination onto some key targets and then get a good rotation out. So let's roll the clip and we'll kind of take a look. What was going through your mind when you were able to catch those? Because you played a little bit slower over the course of the game and then you were able to set yourself up with the angle. So what was going on?
Just trying to get on the strong end of the circle, using the impulse grenades. We both use them at the same time to get on the strong end. So what we did was we bounced across, we got lucky with the circle, and we looked for the players that are rotating late. And we got lucky, man. We had a couple players rotating way too late, and we just tagged them up. They were easy kills, you know?
Very well done there. And also, I just want to give you a shout out. The grow up from you, we go way back, competing in the Gears of War stage. He actually was the one who knocked me out at my very first tournament ever. So being on this stage, Nick, what's it like, man? What's that journey been like for you?
I've been here for a minute, man. I mean, it's really cool to see a lot of our same friends working for Epic and setting all of this up and being a part of this and being in the industry. I kind of feel like a grandpa, you know? We've been in it for a minute, and it's a good feeling.
It's a good feeling. Good luck in the rest of your matches. Now, come on, get in here. Give a hug. Give a hug, man, Mario. Thank you so much, man. Absolutely amazing from these guys. As I said, good luck in the rest of the matches. We're going to throw it back on over to the desk with Monster and Golden Boy.
Thank you so much, Sundown. That's right. You know, a lot of folks here go way, way back, and that's always a fun time when everyone's able to get together, hang out, reminisce on the good times. But we're here and now, and right now it is currently Sinnoh and O King's time because they won game number 1. Let's take a look at the standings when we get a moment to see where we are currently, because as we know, that victory from the South Korean duo, hey, let's not forget, Sinnoh, this is a guy that nearly qualified for the World Cup a few times now. A lot of talent. And I'm just glad that people, they said it right, that we want people to know who we are. And I just want people to know who these players are because they're so good. They're so talented.
Yeah, without a doubt, when you guys obviously get this translated, no, the competitive community absolutely know who these players are right here.
For
sure. And you guys deserve every ounce of respect, especially from the public. But we have some standings. Let's see where these players are, Golden Boy.
That's right. Let's take a look at the standings. Where we are right now. Who is going to be behind in this one, right? So it's going to be it's going to be Airwalks and RL Grimes. So
no surprise.
Picked up 7 eliminations out of that game. All right. Courage, Sean O'Malley in 5th place. You got, let's not forget about Garber Reaver and Gelty in 4th, and Robles and Chigua in 3rd. Tifu and Nav in 8th place. I'm jumping around here, just looking at some of the players that we've talked about. Maybe some have had unfortunate circumstances become them, like Tifu. Got hit with the trap.
We saw Ellie earlier today, right? He just pointed at the camera, walked off, representing for JP, Japan, right?
That was a good interview.
Good to see him in the top 10 right here. But as we move on to the second page, and just take a look here, all of your favorite content creators, couple of elims on the board. It's not bad at all.
No, not at all. It's only game 1. You have plenty more to go here. Ninja and Marshmallow in 14th place. We covered them quite a bit in that last game because they stayed put at Pressure Plant and did not really need a reason to ever rotate around. Because of that, Ninja was able to punish a few players flying in the sky, kind of like when you caught Tim the Tap Man midair.
Yep.
That infantry rifle was huge for him. Maybe he's going to be able to do that again. Obviously, let's see how the circle works in your favor. But that's it. Game 1 is behind us. Now it's time for game number 2. Come on, New York City. Do these 2 New Yorkers proud. Let's start to make some noise and get hyped. Detonator's excited. I'm excited too. The countdown is about to begin. Who is going to come out on top in game 2? Here we go. The battle bus is flying over the island, and we're going to get a good trajectory here. Going over the ice biome, Bipolar Peak, making its way over to Lonely Lodge.
That's right. It's cutting straight across the map. Straight in half like a fresh New York pizza. Straight down the middle right here. And everyone's going to get there taking the slice. I love making
I like that
it's
pizza
easy.
reference, bro.
You just have to. It's too easy. They're just giving out here. You can't be in New York and not make the pizza reference.
Got to make the pizza reference. And also, Chinkin, if you're listening to me, you fold the pizza. You don't eat it. You don't eat
The
flat.
question is, do you flip it upside down on the cheese side or
no? Man,
no,
just fold it straight
I'm
up.
just asking. Some people they advocate for that kind of stuff.
Those
But
people are crazy.
take a look here. You see Detonator floating on by. Marshmallow right there. No surprise. They're going right back to Lazy Lagoon. That's going to be their hometown. And they're getting landed on, by the way. You take a look at that map. There are some players nearby. Our champs, Sinu and O-King. I think everyone wants to see them here.
Yeah, that is a problem. There is a player that landed lazy. We'll keep tabs of that later. Here's the game one winner. Sinu, O-King, the lucky landing spot. You're going to get a few options all the way in the back, remember. So you're going to be all the way back here by Lucky. You can go to Fatal if you want to get some more loot. Maybe you want to push over to the desert biome, go to Paradise Palms. Potentially it's going to populate. We're going to find that out in a few seconds here as well. So this is when key decisions are going to have to be made. And lucky them that they went to Lucky Landing, because the circle literally lands right at the edge. So they're good. They're good for that push. They have a lot of real estate to work with, Monster.
Call that winner's luck, all right? These guys
right.
have the nice
There's
lead.
beginner's luck and then there's winner's luck. This is winner's luck.
Winner's luck is a thing, right? Sometimes things just go your way, and then you're the winner.
It's true. Never happens to me. Breaks my heart. One day. I've seen it happen to you a few times, though. You've gotten a few.
Hey, I'm
got
here.
some
I'm
shields,
here,
I
aren't I? Like, look at
you got some shields. I don't know where in chess. When I watch your stream, very questionable. Like, that's not fair. Right when you needed it. How's that even possible?
Happens to you, the best of us. But
Like, you just don't have a response. You're just like that.
You know, I don't
question
judge.
it.
I just take my blessings.
I respect that, man. Some chug splashes there. Going to bring everyone up to a decent amount there for the shields. Some eliminations already. We lost 2 duos already. Going over now to Paradise Palms. Same duos that were here before, sticking to these drops. You got Dead Drevel along with Oscar Lod. Oh, nice shots.
Shots down. Did he connect there, though?
No, he didn't, but at the very least, so he was on target, that player. Did manage to move around there. Hear that Shadow Bomb go out. And Dead Drevel had to have heard that, which is the reason why he's going to start pushing up here. Doesn't have the resources for a full fight. So he's going to be playing around this natural structure. And he needs to just farm up. Osculot's going to be taking a lot of damage as well. Going to have to get out of the fight. 34 HP remaining. He's going to need to rely on his teammate. Does not land that shot with the hand cannon. But Dead Drevel's there for the follow-up. That's Business Boy. Oh, but business is closed down, unfortunately, for him. Dead Drevel's going to be out of this one, but not dead yet.
Did get peeked right there, so he has to be careful. Oscar just looking. Frizz has got such a good, position on them, and he even has shield. This just like that. Now he's at 72 extra shield, so he's doing just fine. That jump shotgun, perfect for being chest to chest, get right up in a player's face and doing tons of damage.
And it's early game, so Frizz can get Business Boy's card, bring it back into the fight. Oh, the revive's going through. You see it, the pickup. Oh, but Osculard heard it, so had to get out of the fight. Frizz gonna go for the follow-up, but Frizz is gonna take a bunch of damage, down to 80 HP. Player's gonna jump for the fight there. Been a hope and a prayer, but unfortunately, Frizz is gonna get the better, and that's 2 eliminations, and that duo is gonna be out of the game.
2 huge eliminations, and just a little fun fact, I'm sure his girlfriend will be proud. It says here, they both have pink hair.
Okay. I don't know what it's like to have pink hair. I have to talk to Ninja about that one. I know he did that for a little while. It won't look good on me, and also I don't really have a lot of hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't want to break it.
And speaking of someone with not a lot of hair, Dr. Lupo on your screen right now. Just messing around.
That was a low blow. No, here we go.
As Fortnite's resident senior citizen, I'll take it. I feel like I'm also a part of the geriatric gamer program.
Actually, this is our first time seeing the Storm Sniper in play here.
That's right. Just came out the other day, and it is, I think that players probably want to go with something. Okay, Dr. Lupo isn't actually the oldest caster for Fortnite. That's Grandpa Golden Boy. Really, guys? Really, you had to do me dirty like that?
Fun fact.
In my hometown?
Exposed.
In my hometown, of all places? It's all right, though. I still love you guys. It hurts a little bit. Just stings the nostrils, just a little bit. Dr. Lupo.
I'll band-aid it.
Yeah, thanks, bud. He's going for the birthday cakes as well. Another thing that had actually just come out celebrate Fortnite's 2-year birthday. We've been playing this game for a little while. Use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Share with us how you're going to be enjoying the event, whose stream you're going to be looking at when you go to Fortnite.com/watch. We want to hear from you. Make sure you're talking about it. Also, you're going to get that fancy little picture on the side when you use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Just Fortnite World Cup. There's Sigla along with Dr. Lupo. They're just going to loot around Salty Springs. A lot to get around here. What are your thoughts on Salty, Monster?
Oh, I love Salty. It's one of my favorite places to land. Mainly because that back house, man, it's nothing more rewarding than landing on the ledge, getting a weapon through the window seal, and just picking up an easy elimination on someone who goes for the chest on the roof or something like that.
Salty is like the bane of my existence when I rotate out of Fatal. I never want to cross Salty because you always have a player that's going to be so stacked with so much to work with. Things have certainly slowed down here. Making our way now to Fatal Fields. Speaking of, wow. There's Sinnoh with King in the. This is awesome.
The strats.
This is like a Flossin level play here.
I'm loving it. Oh, he hears someone
they hear
nearby, Golden Boy.
Don't stay down. Stay down.
Uh-oh.
Stay down.
This is, this is not the duo. You want to move them?
No,
This
is not the duo. You want to do that too? Okay, so they're going to try and get around there, right above them. Oh no! But Moyer's going to be taking so much damage, down to 80 HP.
He's still going for it. He's going all the way. He wants the top here. He takes high ground. It actually is.
Oh, but the bush manages to repel the damage. It takes one shot clean and nothing else.
That was one. Can he hit the other right there?
He's going to have that green tack. Oh, no. And it's going to be the duo that won game one. Oh, King and Sinnoh. That eliminate another duo. I mentioned it. They go lucky. They get all the loot, win the fights out of there, make their way to Fatal. Plenty more loot to grab.
And naturally, they're just going to cut straight north to the zone. And we saw how many eliminations they had last time. They want to fight. If you're a competitor here today, you have to be careful being near Lucky Landing. They somewhat claim that spot, but here we have Faris. Brandon Rogers, down comes the shots here. Let's see how it's going to go down here. They're at the easternmost part of the map. We have Jacob and Faris kind of moving back and forth. Listening for cues. I think he hears him nearby, yet he's looking for Jacob now.
Oh, man.
Jacob's by himself.
Yeah, that's the problem. Jacob's going to be alone inside of the natural cover. There you see the circle favoring Sinnoh and O-King. We could see back-to-back winner here, Monster, with the way that circle lands. It's right over Salty and Fatal Field, so that favors Dr. Lupo and Sinnoh. Oh, no, but Graham Rogers goes in for the fight. Faris has got to pick up his teammate here. He's got to have his back. Jacob gets it. Boogie Bomb goes out, but doesn't connect. Probably trying to overtake that wall there. Jacob, wisely enough, is going to get out of that fight. That player's going to be down. The Stinks forcing anyone that will hang around. Needs to confirm that elimination. There you go. That's going to be a ton of loot for Jacob to get, but Faris is looking at him right above him on top of the rooftop.
He wasn't ready in time there to put the shots on him, so unfortunately he did miss. He goes for that side combat shot and breaks the wall right there.
Oh man, this is not looking good here for Jacob. Faris gets his teammate's card. Does he have to get out of the fight? Oh, Jacob taking a fight to Faris. You like to see that one. Go for the fight, but look at the storm. It's starting to push in. Some decisions need to be made here. This fight is going to happen right by that storm.
Popping that early med kit, he knows.
He's got a few seconds to work with.
Oh, he's actually lucky. The zone isn't quite pressuring yet, so he figures, hey, you know what? I'm going to use this opportunity to heal right back up, and now the advantage is all his again.
Slight lead here. He's looking for him. Finds right in front of him. Oh, man. You just don't expect that. You're hearing all this movement around you. You don't know where the attack is going to come through. And they're just dodging and dipping around one another.
Such an intense battle, and Faris still has minis left. That might have been his last heal there.
Oh, the
Jacob
quad.
decides, you know what? It's time to back up.
Take the trusty quad. Get out of there.
Long.
Yeah, no reason for you to push that fight. You have your teammate's card. Then we go on forward, and you got Slogoman, who just got beamed. Beamed.
Marshmallow with the snipe?
Marshmallow. Okay. I respect that. Marshmallow's been surprising me. Are we sure? Are we sure that that's Marshmallow underneath the mask? I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around.
I was going to say,
he puts in a ton of work in this game. Look at this shot here for Marshmallow. Boom! Nailed him. Marshmallow, man. What a beast.
Marshmallow here to make the highlights, all right? Don't sleep on it.
They're going for a 2-time championship. I get it.
Absolutely. When we saw them, they were in 14th place, mainly because you didn't quite get enough placement points. The eliminations were there. They were right in 14th, so with the way they're racking up more elims, that's going to be, again, just securing a more comfortable lead. If you can get in that cadence of just getting points consistently, you'll find yourself in the late game. Mr. Fresh Asian, we saw in the feed, he actually took out Cody Walker as well.
3 eliminations for Mr. Fresh Asian. He's got that golden combat shoddy. Such a powerful weapon. You hear the movement around here. Some nades as well.
He doesn't know any of this. This is a scary box to be in when you don't own anything. It's One Shot Girl and Chandler Riggs, who's just nearby.
Another great
Slayer,
duo.
and the Slayer 360, I believe, is in a bush. Not too far either.
That's the Golden Boy strat right there. Hide in the bush. Don't do anything for the entire game. Trust me, it works like 60% of the time. It works every time.
Every time, 60% of the time. You know the math, guys. Don't count it.
You don't have to question me. So Chandler Riggs and One Shot Girl, they're going to play this more defensive posture, this positioning here. They have no eliminations right now, and we're at 35 duels remaining. So it's going to take a while for those placements to go through. And then One Shot Girl just gets obliterated. Her health is gone. Now down to 5 HP. Chandler Riggs playing around the corner, trying to utilize a little bit of that right-hand advantage, but it is not coming to fruition there. Mr. Fresh Asian is going in for the push now, and this isn't looking good for this duo monster. Our heroes could fall right here, right now, as Mr. Fresh Asian is looking to get 5 eliminations on the board, gets ownership of the wall, and what a shot there from Mr. Fresh Asian. That's elim number 4.
That was so filthy. Took the wall just like that. An instant edit. No mistakes made. The Slayer 360, he's finally given up his bush. He's actually now exposed himself.
Sometimes you got to abandon the bush. It's okay.
He's got to give it up. He did take his opportunity to try and pop some shots. Mr. Asian did look over in that distance. He knows there's someone there. Now it's Marshmallow and Ninja rotating across here, as they're going to find themselves right outside the box here.
Of course, if you're not familiar with Mr. Fresh Asian, he is top 100 most subscribed Australian YouTube channels. It's actually one of the fastest growing YouTube channels in Australia. So certainly check him out. I'm sure you're going to find some fun content there. There's Ninja and Marshmallow, who have 2 eliminations for them. Marshmallow's been playing great. A very different Marshmallow from what we saw at the 2018 Fortnite Pro-Am. I think he's obviously put that time in, and it is paying off. It's paying off big time.
Yeah, who would have known Marshmallow would continue his grind after the years here, but Sean, hey man, Fortnite.
He's passionate about Fortnite.
Still part of the regiment.
There's Myth.
7 eliminations, Golden Boy.
What? I didn't even look over there. What's going on with him today? He's on something. He's out here to prove a point. Myth wants to pick up a win. How huge would that be for him? Seen him so many times in so many competitions. Also another player that tried for that Fortnite World Cup online qualifier. Came close a few times. Lots of talent there. And here's the format and how it works. Once we hit that 15th place, that's when those placement points start to go online. But because Myth has 7 eliminations, that means he has 7 points currently, Monster.
And his teammate is down right now. Unfortunately, Michael Dreyer was taken out. We do know Michael Dreyer is interested in running that marathon this year, but, you know, he's going to need a little more stamina to keep up with Myth here in the Fortnite world.
The idea of running a marathon crosses my mind.
Oh my.
It makes me sweat.
What kind of party do we have here, Golden? Chigua sitting right next to Alexia Ray and Jordan Jones. Jordan Jones at the start of this entire thing said, hey, you know,
they know.
She's here for the ladies, representing. She's got her gun ready. Someone's out.
Oh, no.
Shot.
Oh, no.
She's in a box.
Sneaky plays here from Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray. That player had no idea. I was crazy.
He got away. He took the launch pad. He got away.
You never suspect the people in the cornfield.
Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray, super sneaky plays here. Aaron Gordon's like, you know what? I'm just going to kind of keep my cool here, stick still. It's Ali A jumps back in the baller. He's out.
He's like, yeah, you better be careful, man. There's some crazy people in the cornfield. It's like The Shining out there. Look out for that. Okay, and they're crouched, so you won't be able to hear their movement. You have to really focus on it. They got just the aim set. I like this strategy. They are eventually gonna have to move here. Same thing for Ali A and Aaron Gordon, which for them, I'm sure that they're a little worried about where these players are gonna be.
Listen, Ali A might be a famous YouTuber, and Aaron might be huge on the basketball court here, but you step to these two ladies right here, they're going to make you look like little boys. They are ready to fire away right now. They are so ready.
Okay, well, while that's going on over there, and I'm sure that's going to take a little while to come to fruition, we're going to have a classic battle here between Tfue and Ninja. Marshmallow's trying to play that supporting role as well as Nav here. Marshmallow taking a bunch of damage, and he's got to get to his teammate. Nav is boxing around there, and Marshmallow's going to try and go toe-to-toe here against Tfue, but Marshmallow gets picked off. That seemed like it was coming off from the distance there, and Ninja has to get out of that fight. There's just no reason for him to continue to engage in it, considering that they were getting third-party from afar. I think the shots came from Udakov and Flake's power over on top of that tower and punished Marshmallow when he exposed himself and he jumped on top of that ramp.
Tfue really showing why he's a World Cup qualifier.
This is still happening, by the way.
Oh, yeah. They're ready. Looks like Mario's left to save Nick Merckx here. He's going for the revive.
Aiden's going to go in for the fight, though. Mario's got to be prepared for this. And Nick Merckx trying to direct traffic. He's got a few seconds here to pick him up. Aiden right outside. He's trying to pummel his way in through the doorway. Mario, again, setting up the defense, helping him out. Aiden, very weak. Came second place at the Summer Block Party, Monster.
That's right. Can the Trailblazer, professional basketball player, Mario, fend off Aiden, ghost Aiden right here, right now to save Nick Merckx.
And he's going to be hacking around each wall here.
He always does it.
And he gets ownership of the wall. You never want to go toe-to-toe with Aiden in the box, baby. He's going to punish you every time.
Such a clean wall-taking transition. Always using the same rhythm, hits the left wall, hits the right wall, doubles back, takes the wall, makes the quick edit, and it's his to go here. Sinnoh and O-King now hopping back with our previous Game 1 winners here. Still in the running, 2 eliminations, tons of materials, launch pads, campfire. He's got everything he needs.
And what's even better, they have the circle. The circle is in their advantage. We're now into Storm Phase 5.
I'll tell you right now, he's going to build all the way up and start crushing players. When you got zone like this, let's see it.
Now, some of you may be wondering what's going on right here. Maybe you're new to Fortnite. What he's doing is he's using the edit to peek through the pyramid so that this way he can get the lay of the land. Fortnite's all about information. What can you get out of players rotating? Who can you punish? If they're going to be out in the field exposed, that can give you some more eliminations. More eliminations means more points. Kind of like what Sinnoh's seeing right here. This guy walking around by himself, and he knows that players are going to be above too because he's hearing the shots that are happening above him. That's going to be Jelty and Garborever over there as well.
I like that. Here comes an artillery strike right on Mip's head. He is in the fray here. But Mip also, tons of mobility here. He's got the minis. There you go. He knows he's on camera. What's up, Mip? There you go.
Okay, so use the launch pad to get out, but he's in the sky, and those players are going to be hanging around him. He could get picked off. Dr. Lupo in the storm, but Dr. Lupo, no, unfortunately for him.
Overstood his welcome in the storm right there. It does manage to tick him off. He secured the point before he was taken out there, but back to Myth. Myth's got 8 eliminations. He's so close to some placement here. Remember, they just have to get top 15 with the duo. There's only 20 duos remaining in the lobby here. The way this format works, other competitive formats that we've had over the weeks of qualifiers, every elimination's a point.
Oh, a lot of great players are still going to be in this fight here. Monster Airwalks is in the fight. Grime as well. Symphony, Tim the Tatman. Got Marksman, Cloak, Aiden. He was taking a bunch of damage. He's going to go down from his teammate, Sean, who takes him out. Wow. Gets Nick a 30. Symphony finds Ellie. And here's Sinnoh, Game 1 winner, still living his best life. Picking the fights that he needs to take. King gets an elimination as well. That's going to be 3 points for this duo. And he's letting these guys above him deal with him. Ninja having to take so many shots and play defense. He's running out of materials quickly. When those shots are coming through, you'll be shocked how quickly you're going to lose out on the wood, the metal, the brick.
Yeah, it really was a nightmare scenario for a second there. Forced to drop the campfire prematurely and go into the surf juice here. But they didn't forget about him. As soon as he picks, he gets lasered down, and all of his health is now gone. And Tfue, perched up right here, is going to catch Sinnoh straight out the sky.
That is huge, Monster. He gets Sinnoh, the Game 1 winner. That was the pacemaker for the Game 2. And now it could be Tfue playing that strategy that we saw in the Fortnite World Cup online qualifiers. Going for the high ground. He's going to be by himself, though. 5 eliminations. Player right in front of him. Waits it out.
He's just looking for it here, Golden. Trying to see if he can find the shot, find the angle. This is what Tifu's known for, playing for those early high ground position holds here, and he's not afraid to go for it. There it is, chucks his way all the way across, takes the shots. Wow, this guy as well. And look, he's just gonna 90 on up.
Great shots, has shockwave grenades, also has shadow bombs to utilize to his advantage if need be. Ninja's still going to be in the fight, as well as Cloak. The high ground's been eliminated, but that player does manage to get above him. That's going to be Sean. That was Sean who goes all the way up to the top. Tifu's going to be playing in the mid-ground. Symphony right next to him. Jacob still in the fray as well. Saw him in that crazy battle earlier on. He's still in the action. And look at what's going on. That circle's going to be moving toward that mountain, which means players have to start making their way up.
You are seeing a truly competitive battle right here between Tifu and Sean, who is trying his hardest to take him off the high ground. But Tifu is now landing on Airwalks, another World Cup qualifier, and he is going for this high ground, truly machoing up with the impulses. He wants it. He's going all the way. Look, he just built it back up.
That's Tifu's high ground, and no one else is going to take it unless it gets shot down. But he does stabilize there. Airwalks is looking to punish Tifu, and he does get above him there. There you see, right at the top. And then Myth is going to snake on out and just get to that side of the circle. Tifu taking damage. He has to be careful. He's in that shadow bomb state, so he can't build, but he needs to be quick with it, and he does manage to stabilize for the time being. Ninja's going to be in a world of hurt as well. Look at his HP.
Will Tifu make the quick peek right here? He sees someone in the wall next to him. Myth actually forgot to edit, and now he's in the storm down at the bottom right. That might be the end for him. Fatal error.
Oh no, Myth, not like this. He tries to get out. He does manage to stay alive. Oh no, Myth is going to get picked off by Airwalks. Sean, Airwalks is weak as well. Jacob now has a high ground. Cloak and Tifu. Tifu said Cloak was a player he was worried about, and it could very well be the case here. He's looking around. Airwalks dealing with a lot. As Cloak, he's going to lose all his shields. We're going to have a proper 1v1v1 here. A four-way battle as Tifu fights on out. Airwalks is going to be out of here. That's going to be Jacob who gets the better of him. Look at Tifu just try and hold this one off. It's now down here to the final three players.
Here we're going to see a quick Tifu versus Cloaksy moment or what? And Jacob's up in the high ground. You know he's not going to give him any freebies here. They have to go up the mountain.
Jacob is going to be the problem here, not Cloak. Here's Jacob looking for him to push around. He does manage to tag him. He gets a sizable amount of damage, but he loses the high ground in turn. He loses the high ground. Jacob, look. Oh!
The side shot of Cloaksy as the storm wraps up Tifu.
Oh, I lost my voice there. People. I'm too old for this. What a battle that was. Jacob with the win against two of Fortnite's premier players in Cloak and Tifu. Crazy battle.
Ninja slides off the mountain, falls to the zone. Airwalks goes down to Tifu's aggressive push. Wow. And in the final moments, it turns out it's Cloak versus Jacob. And here's the last moments, fatally leaving the back door open. And that's why Cloaksy goes down.
And Tifu ended up falling because of the storm. He couldn't get up the hill quickly enough. I mentioned before, that was a concern. When that storm started moving, the players that were down low, those are going to be the ones that suffered the most. I'm just shocked that Airwalks got picked off the way that he did. And Jacob, what a win for him. Huge victory. And again, against two fantastic players.
2 shotgun bullets left in the final moments right there.
Wow.
Just 2.
That was crazy. You know, okay, I think we had a good time with that one. New York City, what do you think about that last game? Because that was a pretty sick one. I think you can all agree with me on this one. Great matchup, through and through monster. What a start. I thought we were going to see 1v1 Tifu and Cloak, and I was going to lose my mind. I may have jumped off this stage. I don't even know what I was going to do with myself.
We were that close to that moment, but hey, let's not take it away from Jacob.
No, we're not at all.
Jacob really played it so well there. Airwalks is doing also just a great job of just chopping him down, chopping down Tifu, really being a pester. That could have been Tifu's game easily, but just pushed the wrong ones. Even Sean was giving a hard run.
The tone of the lobby changed as well when Sinnoh got eliminated.
Yes.
Right? Once people saw that pop up in the elimination feed, they knew that there was going to be an opportunity, because you get a player like that out of the fight, and there's going to be free reign. There's going to be movement to be had. But it was really the real winner of that match was the hill. Was the hill. Because once that hill started moving and the storm started creeping forward, you knew that so many players are looking up and they're like, ah, crap. I gotta have to deal with that
As
thing.
Sundown likes to say, good old man Mountain claims another.
Always gets his
pro
target.
end.
Always gets his target. That was a good one, folks. We're probably going to get some words from our winner in a little bit. They're probably getting themselves all collected. I think we all kind of need to collect ourselves after that one. I thought Jacob lost that, man. Because when he lost the high ground, I'm shocked that the wall didn't get placed in front. But I think he probably felt like he had that angle and he wasn't going to get clipped.
Yeah, Cloakzy really thought that he had the leverage, being that he just came over the mountain. He knew Cloakzy could not build in those, or Jacob, excuse me, couldn't build in those final moments. He had 0 builds. When you see that kind of, you read the player and they're not doing any builds like that, you're like, oh, I'm good. I came up a couple layers. I should be okay.
Yeah.
But he was at the top of the ramp. It didn't really matter where he was. He was going to get shot regardless, being that he didn't protect himself fully.
Yeah, you have to give yourself that wall there so that you don't get punished by those combat shotguns, which we mentioned so many times. That thing has a ton of range.
Yes.
He was playing that one from that, like close to mid-range, and it will hit you like a hammer for a lot of damage. Before you know it, you're out of the game, you're back in the lobby, or you're going back to catering, So what a great matchup that was. Great moments through and through. Also, I believe it was Jacob that had that fight at the John Wick house.
Yes.
Against Ferris.
Yeah, it was a long, exaggerated battle.
Storyline right
so
there, people.
Close. Yeah, he was nearly taken out at the start of the game. What a comeback story for him right here.
Yeah.
All the way from the furthest you can go east on the map here, one of the furthest points. From there to take it all the way to the end game and find himself in a victory royale, that's a great game. That's his highlight moment. That's what you travel to New York City for right there, that's for sure.
It all could have fell to pieces at that moment in time over by Paradise Palms, by the John Wick house, and then managing to keep his cool at the crazy moments there. Great plays, and I think that everyone thoroughly entertained with that. We have 2 more games, though. They're going to be coming up. Games 3 and 4. We're going to determine who the winner is. And I think we're waiting right now to get some words from our winner. Also, we'll get the updated standings to see where we are currently. And I have been informed that we do have an interview, but it's not just with Jacob. It's actually going to be with Jacob and the 2 people that he took out, Tfue and Cloak. Pooks, talk to me.
Thank you so much, GB. I am down here on the floor. I have a bunch of people around here. Who do we have? We have Tfue, we have Cloakzy, and Jacob. Our final 3 in the last game. Oh my goodness. Tfue, walk me through those final moments. Do you mind?
Well, basically, I was in the storm and I had no health the entire game. I had about 40 minis, but I don't know. I just got stuck in the storm. Cloak trapped me, held me in storm, dude, but he got clapped by Jacob, so it's all good.
A little bit of animosity. We're gonna go over to this side here. Cloak, I gotta ask, what do you attribute to that? You had high ground over Jacob. What happened?
I thought the zone was pulled down the hill, but it was still pulling up the hill, so I didn't wall off my back, and he got a free shot, and I died.
You were eliminated, exactly. Now, Jacob, you took both of these guys out. You won that game, congratulations. How does it feel to take out 2 of the biggest competitors on the biggest stage in the world?
To be honest, I feel amazing, and when I was fighting with Cloakzy, I was so stressed, but because I haven't got a match, yeah, but Cloakzy fortunately didn't put the wall behind him, and I did it.
So you capitalized on Cloakzy's indiscretion there. But you know what? They're all friends. We can all get a handshake around here. We'll work on that. But thank you guys so much. Best of luck in your next games. Golden Boy, what do you think of these guys?
I think that the important thing to note here was that you're in those moments where you have to pay attention to where that circle is going to be going, and you just don't know at that exact moment. You're just got out of a crazy fight. You managed to get high ground. You know that this guy's below, and you don't see any builds coming out. So at that point in time, you're like, okay, I gotta just heal up. I gotta heal up. That's what I'm focused on.
Yeah, the problem is you can't assume anything, especially in these final moments. You don't know if you're going against a pro or a celebrity. And, you know, Jacob right here traveling all the way from Poland now to show up and make it happen. These guys, these foreigners are really coming here and putting on a great performance so far. We've already seen South Korea make that nice play from earlier today, but that'll lead us right into our next topic here.
That's right, our standings. And hey, you mentioned it, Monster. Fortnite is a global game, and we're seeing it play out now. While he may not have gotten the win, Airwalks is in first place.
Wow.
With 14 eliminations, no victory royale, 28 points total. Sinnoh has been knocked down. Jacob and Claire Grant have climbed their way up to third. Myth now is going to be in fourth place with his teammate Michael Dreher. And then Tfue Ninja also was in 14th place, managed to have that. Now going to be in 7th with Marshmello. Courage still going to be in the running here. 2 more games remaining. Lots of points. And looking at the breakdown, it's not that crazy to have a big game and be able to come back into this one, Monster.
No, absolutely not. You can just tell from the points here that a lot of this is placement-based. Placement, yes, the teams that are catching heavy eliminations are doing fantastic so far. Just taking a look here, a lot of players are in the running. Look at Nick A30 and Max Carver. They have 8 eliminations total. They just haven't placed. If you just squeeze in a couple placements right there, they're clearly catching the elims they need. That's all they need.
Exactly. Well, Monster, always a pleasure, my man. Boricua boys represent. But we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, you're going to have Zeke over here calling the action along with Monster. And we have games 3 and 4. And then we're going to crown our next Pro-Am champion. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you on the other side.
Targeted the most today. I think it's going to be Ninja, Marshmello, and Tfue and Nav, but let's find out for ourselves. Which duo are you going to be targeting on the field today?
Jordan Fisher likes to smack talk. Jordan, I'm coming for you.
Last time Tfue took me down, so I think I'm going to try and take revenge on him.
Well, I was practicing with One Shot Girl and Nick A30 and Chandler Riggs, and I know that they're going 50, so you might catch me there.
Targeting every opponent in the game today. Any chance I get to take a shot and run, that's the name of the game for me. Take the shot and run.
I don't want to name names. I got a couple friends here who might not see me coming, might see me coming.
I'm going to be rolling around in a ball, trying to get some late game points and then get some elims at the end of the game. So I'm not going to be really targeting anybody.
Oh, the 9-9 opponents will be eliminated by me, by the power of the heavy metal drum detonator.
Hello, Fortnite fam. My name is PookieFaze_. I've snuck up to the caster's deck to find out what being a Fortnite World Cup caster is all about. And to outline that a little bit for me, I have my friends here, Monster D-Face and Shio. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what goes in, what the process is for being a Fortnite World Cup caster?
Well, it all begins with preparation. When it comes down to handling what is the Fortnite World Cup, you have to prepare. We're talking solo and duo competition here. Not only that, we are slammed with a Pro-Am. So you have to cover bios. That's what me and Shio do. We sit down, even today, we go back and forth. We're talking hours of preparation on players.
And Shio, what are you doing specifically to help the casters, and what are you bringing to this broadcast right now?
So Monster talked about preparation. For me, it's all about the back and forth. If the caster needs any type of knowledge on a situation going on in the game, I've got that. We have 3 screens down here. One has the main game on it. The other 2 just have information and a broadcast alert section. If they have a question, they ask me. I've done all the prep with Monster for weeks, days of cramming as well, and we just get to it. Questions back and forth, relay the information, and yeah, just behind the scenes work.
So you're essentially the Fortnite encyclopedia then, and you are just relaying the information. I hope that gives you a little bit more insight into how our casters prepare and bring the World Cup action to you.
Hey, I'm Steves.
And I'm Elevate. We're professional Fortnite players for 100 Thieves, and we're excited to play in the Fortnite World Cup. The most fun part of the journey is, for me, just growing as a human and as a person, like having a good time messing around.
The best thing about being here for the World Cup is the experience for me.
like leading up to it, all the experience that I've gained, I can't have thought of something better to have been doing. Like, this has been the greatest opportunity for me. If you're trying to get better at Fortnite, just play nonstop. Find someone that you can stick with. I know everything about this guy, he knows everything about me, so I think that's what's going to carry us in the World Cup.
If you're trying to get better just at this game, a lot of things are just like, no, you're not the best player out there, and no, you're not perfect at any one thing. The game's always adapting, it's still really new. Just knowing that there's always someone better than you and that you can always be better is very important.
I think definitely worried about Arkham and Falconer. They're one of the best on the West.
Oh.
I don't know if I can pull this by myself.
Yeah.
There's no way it's this heavy.
Let it on there.
Oh my god. Wait, I got this. Why is this a thing? Let go. I got it. I'm so strong, bro.
Oh my. Why did they make it this heavy? This makes no sense. Shouldn't you know we're all like scrawny little gamer boys? Like,
I'm going for it.
Oh. Yeah, if I win, I'll definitely buy myself a Lambo, and then maybe my brother a Lambo, and then maybe my sister a Lambo, and then maybe my grandparents a Lambo.
Pull up your own weight.
Maybe my father a Lambo. This is Cease, and the world's cutest athlete. Make sure you root us on the Fortnite World Cup. I'll see you guys later.
Here at the fan experience at the Fortnite World Cup preview day, where all the pro players are here to enjoy the event. Cookie, what are you excited by?
I've seen zip lines, I've seen mini golf, I've seen Nerf guns, Kitty.
Also saw ballers. I can't wait to get into it. Let's go! We made it! We climbed up the mountain and we are preparing to zip line off into Lonely Lodge.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go on an adventure!
Kitty, we made it over to the mini putt course.
Woo!
Nailed it!
Hole in one. Cookie, I had so much fun here at the Fan Experience Preview Day.
So did I. If any of you are going to be at the Fortnite World Cup this weekend, please be sure to come by the Fan Experience and check it out. But for now, we have so much more Fortnite action going on, so let's head inside and check it out.
Let's go! Hey guys, it's Kitty Plays, and I'm in the player lounge, and I want to know who everyone's favorite skin is and why.
I think I like the hamburger guy, you know what I'm saying? But it's a big target, but I like the way it looks.
I'd say my favorite skin is probably the default still.
I literally just randomize it.
The blow up dude, he's the inflatable guy.
The surfer dude, because I've been getting more eliminations with him.
My favorite's default, because I'm a default.
The bright bomber. It's so OG for me.
Me.
The Rook skin, because it looks like me.
Yeah, I just kind of want to look cool and appear intimidating, because at 5'4" in real life, I don't scare a lot of people.
Lynx, because I like cat. Yeah.
That's my favorite too.
It's not really just sitting in the chair and messing around on my computer. It's more serious stuff behind it, and that if I work out, I have a mental coach which
helps me relieve stress.
Awesome.
I try to eat healthy. I usually eat chicken and rice. I think that's why I play in such a high level.
He is so innovative. This is what I was talking about.
My name is Martin Foss-Anderson. I'm 14 years old, and I am Mr. Savage.
Let's go, boys.
I live in Oslo in Norway. I really love the fact that I grew up here. Most Norwegians spend a lot of time outside. In the winter, I like cross-country skiing and slalom. But I think my favorite activity outside is playing football with my brother. He's 17 years old, and his name is Michael. My brother and I have always been competitive. We'll always hang out together, play a game of chess, playing ping pong, and it's always fun. My brother has a big role when it comes to my Fortnite career. He introduced me to the game, so without him, I maybe wouldn't even have started playing the game. At the beginning, we played a lot of games. I was better than him, and then he just exploded and took over. He has insane reactions. He thinks really fast.
Oh my goodness! Mr. Savage M!
My creativity gives me a couple of advantages.
A grenade launcher. He's using it perfectly.
You gotta place your structures quick. You gotta be fast, especially in the late games of the match.
The best shadow bomb use I've ever seen! Rising to the top of the mountain. Oh my God!
I love meeting my fans. They're super nice. The fact that I'm probably gonna have over 1 million subscribers by the time I reach 15, it sort of blows my mind. If you picture 1/5 of Norway's population clicking on my subscribe button, that's kind of crazy. He's managed to do something which not many people can do. He's the world's best at the game. I'm really proud of my little brother.
Let's go, dude!
My greatest passion is playing video games. I'm really fired up for playing in New York. I can't wait to see all my hard work pay off.
Welcome back, Fortnite fans. We are gonna do something very special. You know, it's been a really cool day so far. A lot of action, a lot of fun things been going down. You got a sneak peek at it there. I think we need something special for you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send it down to Poogie's on the stage, and she's actually standing by with some very special guests for a very special announcement.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am down here on the stage. I have Ninja. I have Marshmallow here. Guys, make some noise for these two. Put your hands together, please. Now, I just want to take a moment and talk to you guys both about what the Fortnite community means to you. Now, I know you're not going to say anything, Marshmallow, but we're going to have Ninja kind of answer for you. Now, you've been a part of this journey for so long. What has it meant to you?
No, it's just been absolutely incredible to be in this position that I'm in and just to really experience how amazing Fortnite is and how far it's come from Season 1, before there even was a season, to last year's Pro-Am, to this year's Pro-Am, to the World Cup. I mean, it's been an incredible journey, and I think it's just getting started. So, but I love this community. I love everything about it.
We'd love it too. So, you know, we love to give back to the community. We love to give you guys surprises and tidbits. Marshmallow, you have a secret surprise. Do Ninja and I have permission to tell everybody here about that for you today? Yeah?
Marshmallow is going to be doing a amazing surprise concert on Sunday for you guys. So it's gonna be amazing.
So the concert is going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern for you guys here, as well for you guys at home. Be sure to check it out. Thank you, both of you, for taking the time to talk with me. Marshmallow, you better go hurry back to your seat. I found a stick, I found a campfire, I have some graham crackers, I just need a marshmallow. So, see you guys over there. And Zeke, back to you over the desk.
All hands on deck, Marshmallow's performing on Sunday.
We get to be there, like here in person?
Yeah, no, we're gonna be here. Bro, I'm gonna be the guy at the front. I'm just gonna be like,
Hey, you got the moves,
Sorry, I was moving
I'll
forward.
leave it up to you for the both of us.
All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are here, and if you're tuning in from wherever, you get to view Marshmallow in concert from here, from wherever you're viewing it, at 1 p.m. Eastern. You can't miss that. That's going to be insanely hype. This has already been incredible.
That's a deal times 10.
I mean, also, really quickly, Monster, I like how I left you and Golden Boy here for like 2 games, and you've already just, like, what is this, man? What is this?
Hey, well, you know, we
Just
needed
keep
something
the desk clean.
The aroma of pancakes, you know, keeps them calm.
Wait, can I get those back? Actually, that's actually a really good point. Anyway, we'll get to that in just a little bit. You know, guys, we've had an incredible day of action. We've already got 2 Pro-Am games down. We've got 2 left to go. Now let's get you back up to speed, just in case maybe you've forgotten. Maybe you're tuning in for the first time. This is a very classic format: top 15, top 10, top 5. And the victory hour, all the placement thresholds, and every single elimination is, of course, that 1 point. Let's not forget, Monster, we are playing for charity.
That's right. Yes, we are here. So you want to play for these placements. You've seen up until this point, it's been very intense. Everyone has been giving it their all. We've seen it out there. Shout out to all the regions that have been representing as well, because this leaderboard is looking nice. But here are the prizes they're fighting for. The charity, big first place, $1 million can go to your charity of choice. Of course, we're looking at duos competitions. They can kind of divvy that out. But everyone here is a winner, Zeke.
That's right. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, right? We're playing for fun. We're playing for charity. And, of course, I mean, we've got an insane roster of players from Ninja and Marshmallow, your 2018 Pro-Am champions, to RL, Grimes, and Airwax. They are your Summer Block Party champions. Also, you're going to see Airwax on tomorrow playing in the duos competition. I mean, we've got people from different walks of life all coming together and putting on Peely outfits, because why wouldn't you, you know?
And we saw Max Carver up there for a second. He's had roles on shows like Desperate Housewives, and just a ton of celebrities here kind of showing face, bringing support to Fortnite, but also doing it for a right cause, which it doesn't get any better than that. Take a look at Ashley
and Exile. Yeah, they're just killing it. You know,
those
Cloak,
dance moves.
Cloak, get off your phone. What are you doing? You're supposed to be dancing. Did you not get the memo? There it is. Give the big wave to Cloak if you're out in the audience. Give him a wave. Yeah.
Look, but if you are using your phone, hashtag a Fortnite World Cup, tweet at Cloak. See, obviously he'll see it right there. But, you know, show some love.
But see, on the other end, you got people like Lachlan, right? Look at that. They're forming a strategy. They're like, look, this is the circle. This is where we're going. And then you've got some people that are just trying to accessorize. You know, do I want a little, which back bling do I want? Which skin do I need to rep while I'm eliminating the entire lobby coming out on top? This is just Fortnite, right? This is kind of where we're at right now.
That's right. That's how it is. Tim the Tapman here. This is a powerhouse lineup we had right there for a second. We saw Doc Lupo and Courage all kind of lined up. Good to see all the buddies able to be close by.
Oh, yeah, and let's not forget Monster. In case you guys didn't know, it's actually Fortnite's 2nd birthday. That's right, Fortnite is 2 years old. So hop in, play some games. There's some challenges. There's also birthday cake all over the map. Also, in case you didn't play the last time, there's actually these gigantic presents that land on the map randomly, and you can farm them for materials. They've got things inside.
Are we still going home Monday and, like, grinding?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's absolutely happening. I need to get the last Fort Bite. I need another 65,000 experience if I want.
We're going to make it happen. Me, Bala, Shayo, Zeke, squads, Monday, happening. We're going to get you that. We're going to get you Singularity.
I hope so, dude. I hope so. Man, but we're gearing up. The players are, of course, getting ready to board the battle bus. It takes a while to get 100 people on the same bus, especially when you've got people like Tifu Cloak, Detonator up on deck. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa, my bad. My bad. I'm
Don't
sorry.
detonate him, all right? Keep calm. He's been doing good so far. Whoa, the ultra zoom right there.
You got Marshmallow there in the back. I mean, again, Sean there on the left. So many incredible people. I recognize the pink and blue hair. I can't remember his name. Oh, Ninja. That's right.
Oh, that guy.
Clearly, yeah, that guy. Clearly a joke. I mean, what an awesome gift. Don't forget as well, we mentioned the Marshmallow concert. That was a big, nice reveal they did. 1 p.m. Eastern. Be here or be in-game. You can watch it on twitch.com, Fortnite.com/watch. So many different avenues to watch.
I know Detonator's been stealing the show, but, you know, shout out to Python Bum, a Brazilian YouTuber, told us that he wanted to play his first Battle Royale. He won his very first match, and then he didn't win for 2 weeks after that.
Right, for sure. And, yeah, man, I can't stress that enough. That concert's going to kick off everything, right? The final day of competition. Really looking forward to it. Monster, who do you think? So we've watched 2 games, right? I mean, we've had some incredible games. I think in that first game, Sinu just caught me off guard. He had control over the entire game. Then Jacob in that last game, he went head-to-head with Cloak and Tifu, and he was the one that came out on top. So this feels almost like anyone's game, right? Anyone can come out and win. What have you kind of taken away so far?
No, absolutely. We saw in game 1, once I saw during the Pro-Am walkout, Sinu and O-King were in the running, I was like, oh snap, we actually have some stacked up teams here. We already saw what Airwalks and RO Grime can do. They haven't won a game, but they are in first place as far as we know the last time we saw the standings. Right. That just shows that consistency. We know these guys are going to continue to be consistent, but, you know, at the same time, you saw Myth pop up at the end there. You saw Nick Merckx and Mario kind of pop up at the end as well. Aiden's still making his points in appearance. So everyone still has a fair shot, especially if you're in the, I'd say, roughly top 15 so far. For sure. There's only 2 games left.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, it just takes one incredible pop-off game, right? You just drop like 10 eliminations. You make it even as far as top 5, and you're just going to be back where you need to be, trying to vie for that #1 spot. You know, I think for me, you know, I want to see more Sinu. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, he's part of T1. You know, we've seen him on qualifier long. This guy's insane. I'm just looking forward to even more action. I'm actually curious. Wow, that's so weird. I was actually going to say, is Nick A30 going to show up? Because, whoa, hey.
We saw Nick A30 for a while there, Cliff.
I lost. I blinked first. I blinked first.
Death stare. Yeah, there you go.
I blinked. No, I was actually going to say Nick A30. You know, people like One Shot Girl and Chandler Riggs. They are very. All right, everyone. First one to blink loses. Everyone in the stadium. Here we go. That's right. Don't blink. Cloak, don't blink.
Oh, he did it right there. We saw it.
He doesn't know how to play this game.
He doesn't know how to.
It's okay. It's okay.
He tried.
It's okay. You've got Xavier Woods here holding on to that belt. I wonder, do you think he would let me hold it, the belt?
You know, it might just break something on you. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Oh, man, it's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. You know, earlier on, of course, this is the dude. I'm telling you, man, Chandler Riggs, One Shot Girl, 2 incredible human beings. Also, I've seen Chandler Riggs several times now. And he's just one of the coolest people I've ever met in my entire life. One Shot Girl, one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my entire life. Love to see it. Earlier on, though, we did, you know, watch a lot of Myth gameplay, like you kind of said. I'd be curious to go back, take a look at some of the gameplay that he had, kind of see things from his perspective, and see what he's going on. And here we go. We can actually take a look at this. So check this out. Run me through this, Monster, because you were here for this.
Yeah, we were kind of looking right through, and actually, no, we actually didn't get this perspective here. So just tell Myth's in his A game. Kind of see everything he's gone through, his little journey there. Oh, the cone's so clean. All the practice paying off. Oh. No hesitation. Oh my gosh, Myth is in such great form here. That's what I like to see. At the Pro-Am, showing why he is TSM Myth, right? He's been around the block for a while. He's no stranger to competition. Good to see him in his zone here. And remember, most of the time he competes, he's under the NA West versus East, right? But now he's on land. He's in the same box with everyone else. So this is great to see him, you know, under fair circumstances, doing a great job.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, let's be honest, you know, the only thing that ever gets in Myth's way is actually fall damage. He's an incredible player, but fall damage, just like Tim the Tatman, it will claim both of them often. Let's go, man! Get hype there.
Yes.
Also, Myth has this incredible dance. Do the dance!
Oh.
Yeah, dude, let's go! I cannot do that. There's no way. He is a significantly better dancer. I actually one time tweeted at him. I was like, hey man, can I get some of those dance moves? He tried to transfer them to me. Turns out that's not how that works.
He tried to transfer you dance moves.
He was trying to give me like a little bit of it, right? And it just did not work out for me. But it's okay. That's all right. But you know, we've got more players. We've got Mr. Fresh Asian. That's right. We kind of watched some of his gameplay, tuned into him, see what he's got going on. I'd be curious to see some of that gameplay coming out of those previous 2 games. There's so many people, man. So many people from Walks Life we could look at.
You want to see more OCE? We got OCE. We have everything here under the hub. The Pro-Am is
I also, low-key, want to see more Detonator.
Yeah, you want to see more Detonator?
Absolutely.
We'll get that later, too. But let's go ahead and pull up Mr. Fresh Asian. Let's see what his journey was like up until this point as well. We got a nice little package of him. Look, just diving on players. Hey, you, crossing the river? Nope. Oh, that's a nice little headshot right there. And he takes another person down. It was Greer Grammar. Oh, no. And this one, we actually caught this one live in real time. This is such a fantastic play here. Fresh Asian with the proximity launcher, cracks open the build, puts the Explode right inside of it, catches White, switches all the way through. That's how good he is.
And I mean, he's kind of put in a situation where he has to 1v2, you know? This is tough to do, especially on a stage like this. You've got all eyes around the world watching you, and yet he's going to come up clutch.
Now remember, there's a pro and there's a celebrity, but to just do this like as if it was just 2 people who didn't know much about Fortnite, that's actually insane. That's what do I say, confidence at its best.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, there's great Fortnite players all over the world. It extends way farther than you'd ever imagine. That's just proof right there, right? But, you know, maybe we'll kind of see how things are going. Of course, you guys have been waiting for games. We've been waiting for games. We know. And guess what? Everyone is on board the battle bus. Game number 3 of the World Cup prom is about to begin. If you guys here are excited, you need to get hyped right now, because game number 3 is about to be underway. Count us in! That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Game number 3. And I mean, look at this World Cup battle bus, man.
There it is. Love that new Fortnite World Cup battle bus. And I love the fact that if you are loaded into Fortnite as well, you kind of see the feed coming up. So there are tons of new faces kind of tuning in here. Zeke, why don't you just give us a little rundown for everyone who might not know much about the Pro-Am or this, how monumental this weekend is for the community in general.
That's right, man. I mean, we've had 10 weeks of open qualifiers for solos, for duos across 6 different regions. Anyone could play. All you had to do was hit 300 points and get the Champion League in the arena format, and then you could duo up, solo games, and try to qualify. We narrowed that down to top 3,000 players, and then from there we whittled that down to only a handful of spots per region, and that has led us here. And let's not forget, earlier on in the day, we even had the creative finals, right? 8 weeks of creative qualifiers. You had team leaders like Ninja, like Gotaga, Hand of Blood. These guys built these incredible creative trials. People went through, and then we had our finals earlier where Scissors and the Fish Fam took home the W. But, you know, Monster, I think we want to focus in on this game. Detonator is already down. Whitlari has taken down the Detonator. It is exploded. It is gone. Xavier Woods, Dankops are over here on the left. You've got Doigbai, and Cody Walker.
Yeah, Doigbai.
Oh, man.
Coach for the Millennial team there. But anyways, hopping on over to Dr. Lupo and Sigala here, who are in, what's that, a little bit of Neo action we got here.
Man, you know, I have to give Courage props. That video they made earlier, you know, we kind of knew something. Courage was going to get back at Dr. Lupo in some way, shape, or form, but he wouldn't tell us what it was. I see you, Courage. That was pretty funny. But Sigala, Dr. Lupo, they are here. You've got people across the way, right? David Williams, Wildcat. They're sitting in the building over there. It looks like there's someone very close by. The 65 over there. Dr. Lupo's going to send another one. And there you go. Dante is down across the way from Chigua. And Edwin Hodge here is picked up as well. And actually, Chigua's actually going to confirm Dante. So eliminations happening all over the place.
Yeah, that's right. If you're in Neo Tilted, you're definitely in for some trouble. This is not the place to land if you're not there to kind of bring it all the way, pedal to the metal. You got to stick with your teammate, and that's what Sigala's doing here. Doing a really good job kind of sticking to the hip of Dr. Lupo. So you have Wildcat and David Williams now. We saw Chandler Riggs and One Shot Girl. One Shot Girl is going to get cracked pretty hard right here. She's going to lose all that shield, but no fear, still backing up her teammate here. The jump shotgun's great for close quarters. And oh, no, has no mats now as well. She can't even disengage properly.
I like that Chandler's kind of holding down the fort, right? Like, hey, she's very, very clearly identified, like, I need to get back in this house. There's loot there. Maybe something can help me here. I'm very low on HP. I need something. Okay. Well, that was not what they were looking for. Now they are both extremely wounded, just under 60 HP. Mora and Kalango here. They're going to try and close in on this, right? You know, you've seen the white damage numbers come through. You want to secure these eliminations, put some points on the board. Ewok is going to find Alexia Ray and put her down there. 67 coming out.
Take a great shot right there, and he's going to go toe-to-toe. Can she clutch up? But no, it's not going to be enough for Chandler or One Shot Girl. Unfortunately, Kalango does hit every single shot right there in those final moments. And Kalmar is going to be able to save his team. Let's go.
Elimination feed there. We also watched Ewok basically and Jordan Fisher take down Alexia Ray and her duo partner Jordan. They have been full eliminated. They are gone. Dr. Lupo Segala still here over in Neo Tilted. David Williams, Wildcat, they've just been kind of, it looks like they must have taken some kind of damage, right? They're underneath that 100 threshold, but it's not by much. So either they like took fall damage or someone sent over like, Dr. Lupo accidentally sneezed in their direction and put some damage over on them.
Yeah, man, we saw a lot going on earlier, a little bit of storm flips, and could have really been any which thing here, but Wildcat's been playing games for a long time. Actually, his dad introduced him when he was just 7 years old in 2011, but looks like we're hopping over with Vodka here and Alexander, who we haven't seen much of today, so let's go ahead and see how this battle's going to go for them as they're going against Ali A and Aaron Gordon, who we saw in the field against Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray, so that was quite the intense match here, but Alexander looks like he's somewhat struggling. He's going to need to keep his back of Vodka close by.
I mean, they're facing off against Ali A. This guy is a Fortnite veteran. I mean, this guy is thousands upon thousands of eliminations. He's going to rip the shield of Alexander. Marksman going to find elimination. Well, there you go. He is full confirmed. Alexander, he is gone. The question is, where is his duo partner? Watch Ali A. Ali is kind of one of those people that's very big into communication, right? Trying to make sure, not oversharing, but definitely giving very important information. Hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I see. This is what I can do. My materials, my ammo, I need to cover here. I have this angle. Do you have this angle? Things like that. Super big fan of this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Ali A, quite the personality in the field. And talk about that, I mean, Vodka as well. Japanese YouTuber, he's been around for some time, a respectable player, does know how to, get down with it. But here, hopping over to Ellie, we're seeing him go with a large push here. He's gonna miss a couple shots, but he hits one right there. Turns back to Bill, says, you know what, it's time to put the bricks here. No, he's gonna have to disengage, and it's gonna be enough. He goes straight up.
The sentiment was good. The angle might have been a little off, but I like it. All right, trying to maybe go and get a little bit offensive here. He's got himself.
He's pushing with the 24 health. Right underneath he goes and pops another one. Oh, he's got to be so careful.
Wait, is he distracting right now, making sure his dual partner can get the angle that they need? It looks like it.
I think he had a plan at some point, said, you know what, maybe this is not the right move, and he kind of backed up there. But Ellie's showing that he is fearless right now. He and Neko, as Faris is sitting just close by. We saw Faris earlier today in a great fight against Jacob, I'm pretty sure. But Ellie is going to get knocked by Faris, who had the high ground right there. Let's see what Faris is going to do here.
I mean, he does have the one. There is the follow-up. So he's got plenty of HP to work with. He also has 3 minis, but look at the AR count. 18 bullets. A single magazine is not where you want to be right now. Now, he did go ahead and drop Ellie. They need to go ahead, take some time, get the revive off. But, I mean, right now, they're not in the best position because don't forget, their weapons are not that much better. Like, obviously, Ellie does have that drum gun. He can put in some work, but we'll have to see how things go for him. Also, fun fact, his most recent album, Future, was certified platinum within the first month of release.
Wow, that's
huge, actually
that
insane.
That is a huge accomplishment.
Talking about first month?
I was going to say, talking about, crazy adventures and travels and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the player they're fighting right here, Faris, traveled all the way from Saudi Arabia. He's here. He's ready to bring it. Is Ellie? Dude, Ellie's got the builds, man.
Oh, okay, so they ping out where they see the player is, but now don't forget.
knows.
Yeah, he's back. He's doubling back, and no. Ooh, over the head right there. That player has a haircut.
Right through the crack. That was so close. Nearly
Jump
timed
over.
it.
If he did not jump over that might have been an elimination.
I thought we were going to see a major highlight right there for a second, but Ellie, you know, he's got this guy in his sights here. He's not going to give it up. And don't worry, guys. You guys are not missing anything around the Fortnite map. This is the battle to watch right now. As Neko kind of says, you know what? I'm tired of this. He's going to step forwards just a little bit more now, and this is the commit. Even with the low health, they're going to put it all on the table here.
I mean, they know
Except
that his back is against.
there.
They know his back's against the storm, right? They're just trying to make sure and make him uncomfortable. Look, he's out in the storm. That's kind of the position they put him in right now. And this player's just trying to bail. Like, they're just out in the storm doing their own thing. This is how threatened they are by Nekokun and Ellie. Ferris, I mean, you know, it's okay. It's not ticking too bad yet. It's only that single point, but he's going to have to make a really long rotation. And that's if they don't spot him out in the storm.
And you know what? It's going to be worth it. He will be all right. He will live to see another day because off they have to run now from the zone. They don't have heals. And Faris is left to, I guess, go against these guys at some point or another. But let's hop in with some highlights from earlier today. We have a little bit, like we saw, Dr. Lupo and Sigala just kind of coming up. And that's another player that's going to get taken out right here and just showing people that, you know what, I have Tilted on lock here. I'm ready to control this place. And it's Kyle Kaplan who goes down to Dr. Lupo and Sigala. Again, they were sticking together at the hip earlier before, but Sigala's down. And I don't think Dr. Lupo has the reboot card, unfortunately.
It does not look like it currently, but look, this is Dr. Lupo we're talking. The doctor is in the house. He knows what to do. He's been in these type of situations before. 1v the world, but that's okay. He's comfortable. Now look at this, Tifu and Nav. Look at the angle they have here. You've got Nav all the way in the back. He's sending sniper shots over to JT Brown. Tifu's sitting there forward, right? He's just saying, all right, JT, come on. What are you trying to do? You trying to 1v1 me? You want to try and 1v1 my dual partner that's way back there? He's got a long angle on you. I have the close angle on you.
Listen, JT Brown is a professional hockey player, right? If you can take that kind of punishment sometimes out there on the field, you can do anything. Let's see what JT Brown can do against the World Cup qualifier. He's speaking his head right there. And Tifu says, you know what? I've been here for a little too long. There's more players around him. He's got to be careful.
And now look, he has to use that launch pad because for just a moment he saw a player running up on Nav. But it's okay. They're back together. They're ready to try and work down on this player here. Looks like it's Marksman.
Oh, that's JT's partners. Okay, so they were actually trying to line a pinch. Marksman used the Shadow Bomb to get behind him. So now Marksman's going to have to leave JT Brown behind. They were actually split up in those moments right there. It was hard to tell for a second, but no, Marksman says he's going to take the high ground and start pressuring back here. He puts a shot down on Tifu, but the storm is on his back first, and JT Brown manages to rendezvous with Marksman here. So now they're together. He's popping his bandages, and yet JT and Marksman win the small skirmish here, if you want to call it that, because Tifu and Nav are off. They're gone. They decided it's time to beat the zone now.
Yeah, and I mean, facing off against someone like Marksman, you know, this is a long-time competitive veteran, right? Like, this guy has been around. So pairing these two together, you know he's like in very good hands right now. You know, Marksman's absolutely making the right call, saying, look, we need to leave right now. We need to do this. We need to do that. Fun fact, JT Brown was the first professional hockey player to become a Twitch partner.
That's huge.
That's actually pretty cool.
That's history.
There you go. JT Brown.
Put it in the world record book right there. That's one that cannot be broken. He solidified that. That's pretty cool right there.
That's actually pretty cool. Oh, he's got the drift board. This is actually really good. He's going to be able to catch with Marksman and set himself back up. Look who else is here, though. Ninja and Marshmallow. They have got this on lockdown across the way. You've got Muselk. You've got Wax Motif. Look, this is Ninja we're talking about, right? You give him even a pixel, he is going to destroy your shields and make you wish you had never peaked in the first place.
Ninja has been having quite the day so far. We talked about just being a little consistent will keep you in the running here. So far, no points have been earned this game, and that's got to put you on your edge, right? If you didn't pick up any of the kind of freebies in the early game, as it gets closer to that congestion later on, it's only going to get tougher, but Ninja puts down a couple shots right there. That's going to be 93 damage. That player no longer has much shield left.
So like I said, you give him a pixel, he just rips your entire shield off.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for flying in my airspace. Try again. Dr. Lupo, though, he's got himself that baller. We saw Nekokun and his dual partner right over the hill there to he's got to try and think this through. You know, do I want to take these engagements? Do I try and go for that top 15 placement? I mean, dude, he's already got 3 eliminations. He's doing very, very well.
Oh no, we were about to jump in with Ewok, but Wade takes her out right there as Wade is still in this game. Chigua is close, as is John. John's trying to see if he can get up here now. And they've managed to take this hill and this positioning here. Jacob's still alive right now, as is Nick Merckx close by. I don't see Nick Merckx's partner. Where's Mario here? And oh no, Mario Henzanja has been taken out. He's got a launch pad though, he's okay.
Yeah, the question is though, do you want to opt to use it? You know, I mean,
check this
you don't
out.
need
Oh,
to.
he's using the new Storm Sniper to scout out the next zone here. Notice how he kind of zoned in there. He looked at it, he says, all right, time to double on back here. He's got all the information. You gotta love plays like that, and he's doing it again. He's actually trying to get as much information out of that sniper as possible. Very interesting mechanic right there.
Yo, I mean, look, Nick Merckx is a long-time competitive veteran, right? I mean, shout outs to the M-Fam. This guy's been playing games since Gears of War. I mean, he is a third-person shooter master. This guy is insane. And, I mean, every single week we're seeing, right? He's just continuing to one-up himself every single day. But across the way, you've got Dr. Lupo going up against Lachlan and Liam McIntyre. This is really rough. Unfortunately, Dr. Lupo is caught in the most toxic gas here. He is chipped down to almost nothing. Another stink bomb is going to be his demise. Unfortunately, he is picked off. But I mean, if it's going to be to someone, Lachlan's, you know, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
You know, that was a respectable takedown right there. Lachlan and Liam McIntyre just using the perfect stinkers right there. Unfortunately, you cannot dodge those. That is, you know, kind of it right there as they seal the deal. But they get themselves a baller out of it as well. And now they're going to be able to make it to the next zone as it's just at Neo Tilted here. You can see the map on the bottom right-hand corner. Neo Tilted is extremely congested. Players are just toppling on top of it. So we're now back with Nick Merckx here. Nick Merckx already has the scoop on the Storm, right? He's got the sniper to tell it. Look, he's right in the middle as well.
I was going to say, why doesn't he just put that to use, right? I mean, you've got a utility weapon that just rips people's faces off. Why not just go ahead and use that weapon? It's in your inventory. Also, let's point out the 5 chug splashes, by the way. So he's ready to go, right? He's like, look, I'll fight you. I'll just disengage. Use this to just replenish myself. You know, you just got to do it, right?
Yeah, Nick Merckx can literally take on a team right now and be okay, especially with the chug splashes being that you don't have to have a cooldown for them. You activate them right away. Talking about, you know, people that are in good position. I mean, Ninja and Marshmallow in a sweet spot here as well. They have the high ground. They also have the slip nearby. So everyone in Tilted, or nearby the slip, I should say, is just fine here. And look, we saw Faris earlier today. He's managed to stay alive. He's made it all the way to Tilted Towers, even without the heals, so he's still in it. Slayer 360 also still in the game. We saw a lot of him kind of sneaking around at different times. Dink Ops and Xavier Woods off in the distance there. Nick A30 still alive. Let's take a look at this little highlight from earlier. It's Airwalks, man. Airwalks so good.
This duo actually is your Summer Block Party Pro-Am champions, and they are back to try and defend their title. Figures if anyone's going to stand in their way, it's going to be Ninja and Marshmallow, the 2018 Pro-Am champions. I like the way they've just kind of double boxed up. Like you said, man, they're just locking this down. They've got the angles. They're just ready to play. They want someone to try and challenge them because they're in such a strong position. Nick A30, though, he is just chilling on the side of the mountain. You've got Myth down below. Wildcats over the hill right now. I mean, there's quite a bit of talent all very near each other that at some point are going to have to open up their boxes and say hello to the pro. Even Sinnoh is here as well. My goodness. Lachlan, Liam McIntyre, Grime, Airwax. There's so much. Tifu is here as well with Nav. Joey is there. He's a little wounded, but listen, he's still my fire. He's got his dual partner expert. Did you catch that one? You're too young. Never mind.
Missed that one.
That's okay. That's okay.
No,
guys.
I know.
Okay, all right.
Good reference right there.
Thanks, man.
Gotta love the music reference. Nice little double snipe coming out of Tifu and Nav. Yo, just pulling your leg, Zeke.
Thanks, man, I guess. I don't know what to say to that. But anyway, check it out, all right? We saw 52 players, 34 duos, Monster. It's crazy that we've seen the game slow down this much, you know? You would have almost thought we were basically watching the duo finals. You would think this is Saturday.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot more intense as we approach the final games here. No one wants to kind of lose out, right? You want to get as much playtime as possible. Tfue utilizing the ramp overhead to make sure they skate straight across and not stay in the air for much longer than they need to be. And for that reason, they're not going to take much damage here. He's going to be able to pop this next mini and just be A-OK as they're still in the game. Don't forget, guys, Tfue's partner here, Nav. Let's make music as well, so good so far here. It's Ninja and Marshmallow just underneath them. Aiden lost King's Rob. Nick Merckx is landed in.
Wait a minute. Okay, so Tfue's shield just got ripped. You've got Aiden. You've got Nick Merckx. You've got Ninja. You've got Marshmallow. Courage, JD, Myth, Cloak, Whitlory. They are all occupying this same space right now. Rob from the Lost Kings, I'm telling you though, he's going to be the one to come out on top. I'm not saying that because he is a good friend of mine. I'm not biased at all. But here we go. On with Courage, JD. Got Sean O'Malley. Look at dude. Everyone's here. Cody Walker's there. Claire gets picked up in the crossfire. You got Wade up top. Look at everyone just flying in on top of each other right now.
Sean O'Malley is here to show everyone why he's undefeated still. All right. He's been competing since 2013 in the UFC. He's here to prove a point with Courage. Courage came dangerously close at the summer block party, taking it all home. They are still in the running here. 2 good games. These next 2 games can really be theirs to take. But we're going to hop in with Tim the Tatman.
Wild card is active right here, right now. Now keep in mind, he's got no HP to work with. 57 really isn't that much. But this is Tim the Tatman that we're talking about. Why is the entire lobby?
Tim, just bleep.
Tim, just bleep.
Nothing you can do and talk about Sean O'Malley. Takes him out. He was the prime target there. Now take a look at Wade here, who's got the high ground. He's got the flint knock to save himself as well. In a combat. It's a lovely 70 shot right there. And this is where the lobby begins to condense and collapse on itself. Remember, no one has earned placement yet. There's still 26 duos in the running here, many of which are solos.
Yo, if you were watching, did you watch the elimination feed? Grind picked up O-King, that is Sinnoh's dual partner. Tfue is actually going to be picked up by Nick A30. Wow. And Nav then turns around and says, Nick, not today, friend. It is not good, eh? And I'm just getting words. We actually have a replay of the wild card that we're going to get to take a look at together and relive just kind of what happened. So, you know, it's difficult, right, when situations like that.
I'd pay for a slow motion in this part right here.
Tim knows. He's smiling out. He's like, dang it, man.
Being a good sport about it. You got to love it. Aiden right there, look at disbelief as he gets taken out as well. But now off with Cloak. We saw Cloak make that end game earlier in the last game. Whitlory is going to go down here. Cloak's got just enough help to make it all happen. His loadout is so great as well. Perfect shadow bombs are going to allow him to rotate here. If he uses the structures, he can continue the rotation for free. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to get nice and far into the zone. Free baller here for Nick Merckx. Nick Merckx is going to use it. Why not, right? He can get this free safety for a little bit.
Dude, this is where Nick wants to be, right? He wants to be in the middle of the chaos. And everyone's trying to, you know, panicking, trying to figure out what they want to do. Nick is calm. He is cool. He's collected.
Yes,
he is so deadly. Yes, that is also another thing. Okay, the baller is cracked. He tries to go for the builds, forgets for a moment. He's got to find his elimination. He needs something, anything. The chunk.
Oh.
Wait, no, wait, what the trap? Those were builds? Were those builds? Did you get them?
Oh, it wasn't enough, though. He had to connect those shots right there. Someone did get dropped right above him. Sinnoh's still in the running here, even by himself, is taking teams out.
That's
he just took out Airwax, which is huge for Sinnoh because they both have 7 eliminations. Airwax has 10 elims, so he still does technically have the lead, even with placement. But the longer Sinnoh stays alive now, the closer he can be to kind of catching up and taking that first place. So that was a huge elimination here. Now
look,
jumping in.
Look who's still left, though. Sinnoh, Sean, Symphony, Cloak, Jelty, Lachlan, Muselk, 7. There's so many people. Mr. Fresh Asian, we saw the clips from him. He's on super low HP, but he might be able to make something happen. Look at this. Cloak is in a great spot. Symphony as well. They have health advantage. The only other person is Muselk, who's sitting on basically 200 HP. Sean gets cracked right now, Monster. Jelty wants to secure this elimination if possible, right? That would be huge for him.
This is essentially a solo game here. There are 8 players left, and everyone is left to fend.
The storm flip! Oh my god, this could be so huge! Look at this space. It's occupying everything. It's forcing people up, forcing them down, making them have to reposition. Even Sean, he's actually safe somehow on the other side of it.
Yeah, and Sinnoh doesn't care. He's like, you know what, I'm going to keep this high ground here. As Sean actually takes some damage from the flip right there, and then Sinnoh catches that Elim. So that's going to be another one for him. He falls down and could not convert on Cloak. As Cloak gets another, and it's his high ground now, and he has the health advantage over the lobby here. Can Cloaksy go from a second place to a first here? It's Musou versus Cloak, and Cloak gets chunked right there.
Massive shield rip there, but it's okay. He's got a single mini. He's got 70 HP, and look, Sim is just below. Not much effective HP. Musou here, he's popping those shadow bombs, wants to try and drop out in an opportune moment. Wait a minute, Shockwave's gonna change everything! Cloak needs to line these shots up! He's got no HP, can he do it? He does!
He takes out Musou, and that is a competitive player's worst nightmare, hearing those impulses go off. But Cloak doesn't care. He doesn't care. Even with the 15 HP, he knows he can't take the zone here. He has to full commit for the offensive battle. The last 2 players are fighting right there. There goes the trap. Limited builds here. Jelty is down. Cloak, no health. Can he collect with the last shot? This is your opportunity. He's going to put the shots down here. Can he connect?
He has to make something. Neither of them have the HP. No, you can't go on the storm!
Nice job to Jelty, and unfortunately, Cloaksy takes the cursed second place once again in a back-to-back performance right there. But Jelty secures the deal in the final moments right there. All because he had a trap. Cloak had to back up right there. You couldn't do anything about it. But it was the hesitation that allowed them not to seal it.
And to fall to the likes of Jelty now, just want to make you well aware, Jelty is one of these players who's been vying for a spot in the Fortnite World Cup qualifiers, trying to make it here to finals. So this was going to be a tough fight. Unfortunately, though, both players were so low on HP. Once you kind of force them out in the storm, it's basically, I need to force you to take the shot. I need you to line up a shot for me and to try and 50-50 it.
See, it was right here. The action came out or the pressure down. But once he hesitated right here, that was where he made a fatal error. He just couldn't play with the zone. He couldn't play with the zone.
Very tough, but very well fought. I mean, let's take it back, you know, when Musou jumped him right on the spot, and Cloak said, you know what, I have nothing to work with, no HP, no builds, no nothing. I'm taking the fight. He was the one that came out on top, and that's why he secured himself the second place. Still, I mean, you know, this is a very big accomplishment for both these players, right? Jelty picking up the Big Royale, 3 points from that. I mean, Cloak popping off. I mean, I'm sure he heard you guys here, you know, yelling as soon as he got that elimination, because that was clutch.
Yeah, that was a fantastic way to kind of hold it down right there, because Musou used that impulse. He broke all the builds, and Cloak took fall damage. Had Musou just connected one more time right there, that would have been his game, because he had the health lead as well.
Yeah, right. And I mean, like you kind of said, that's kind of been the recent meta coming out of the competitive side of things. You're using shockwaves to kind of reposition and just fragmenting builds all the way around you. So for Cloak to react so fast and clean up the elimination, mad props, seriously. What an incredible game. Game number 3. I'd be curious to see how the game shook up the standings that we'll take a look at a little bit later on. But I mean, what do you think, man? We saw some really big names traded back and forth. Tfue got shut down, Airwax got shut down, Aiden was picked off. I mean,
that's what I think right there. That's one of the key turning points here that kind of happened in that last moment. The fact that Sinnoh takes out Airwax, and you saw the look of disappointment on Airwax's face, because I believe his camera had just came up right there. Dang, and then to go down to Sinnoh, that's the perfect recipe for Sinnoh to take out the #1 player who was previously in the lead and continue to push his agenda forwards. That could have been the difference, but Airwax did have an Elim lead at that moment, so.
We'll have to see how things shake out, man. These games are insane, and this is just a taste, you know? You got to think tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, duo and finals, solo finals, they're going to be absolutely insane. But for now, guys, let's go back over onto the top deck. Let's go hang out with Pookie, because she's got Jelty on standby. What you got for us?
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am down here on the floor. We have Jelty, and we have his duo partner here as well. Now, I just have to ask you, what is it like to come to New York and play on this massive stage?
It feels great.
Feels great. Do you want to let him know anything else?
I'm sorry.
I didn't get as nervous as I thought I would be in front of so many people.
Once you're in here, once you're playing Fortnite, it's pretty much just like being at home, I would think. But did you have a strategy going into today's games? Because you are a competitive veteran. You know, you have played in the World Cup qualifiers. What was your strategy?
En la primera partida intenté llegar a placement. En la segunda fui por kills. Y como en la tercera tuve muchas granadas de humo, entonces jugué hasta el final.
So in the first one, I did a play free and free for kills. En la tercera.
Como tenía mucho echado, me puse a jugar por placement, por la win.
¿Por el qué?
En la última, como tenía mucho echado, jugué por la win.
And for the last one, I really just went for the win.
So you just went for the win. You just went full send. So pretty much just like the qualifiers, right? Yeah. So I just want you to describe to me the last play that you had there, the last moments.
Pues sabía que quedaba poca gente, así que nomás hice muchos cubitos hacia la zona e intenté trapear al que tenía arriba, pero no pude, pero se murió por la zona y gané.
So I knew there were a lot of people in that zone. I tried to go up, but I realized I couldn't.
Lo intenté matar con trampa, pero no pude y él se murió por zona.
So I tried to go up the ramp, and then I couldn't enter that zone.
So you had to kind of adapt and adjust there, which you did, and it worked out well for you. Well, congratulations for being here. Thank you so much for talking to me. Best of luck in your next games, okay? Zeke, what do you think about these crazy games? Getting to talk to Jelty, this stuff's unreal.
Listen, it looks like Jelty might have been a little nervous, all right? But Jelty, I'm going to tell you right now, you're a slayer, all right? Don't be nervous when you're that dang good. Well fought from him. But again, we've got another game. One game left that is going to determine who walks away the Fortnite World Cup Pro-Am champion.
Yeah, I need to see if Jelty and Gabba Reaver, the Mexican duo right there, had enough to push them all the way up to top 10. We're going to find out right now. Let's peer into the standings right here. Let's take a look at the standings. Let's see what it is, Zeke. It's still holding the lead, even after Sinnoh took it over. But guess what? Jelty, Gabba Reaver, right there, the Mexican duo coming right up to the top right there. You saw Jelty's skills. You can't sleep on him. That cone was so nice in those final moments. But hey, Cloak with another second-place performance. He's back up there.
I mean, but I think the big standout right now is Airwax and Our Grime. These guys are still holding that lead. And this is kind of something we saw back at the Summer Block Party. But let's hop on over. Let's see who is in our 11th through 20th spot. What is going on the opposite end? Right now, remember the number 42. That's where you're trying to aim. You've got people like Nick from the Lost Kings. You've got Sean there as well. Simp is up there. So many talented players. Nick A30. You know, all these guys really need is a stellar game, right? They need to put everything on the table right here, right now. Whether that be, you know what, we're going to hot drop. We're going to find as many eliminations as we possibly can. And then let's go ahead and pick up the W.
We got ourselves...
I say that like it's an easy thing. That's not me. I can't do that at all.
Yeah, absolutely. We got ourselves some really intense competition right here. RO, Grime, and Airwalks is not getting this for free. It is very close at the top. Xavier Woods is saying, you know what, we're still champs here.
Still champs. In your heart. I believe it. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the final game of the Fortnite World Cup Pro-Am is about to begin. If you guys are excited, let everyone sitting on this stage, let them all know. Let's get hype, because this is it. After this, we crown a new potential champion. Can Airwax and Elro Grime hold on and defend their title and become two-time Pro-Am champions? That would be insane. Can Ninja and Marshmallow come up huge in this final game? Can someone else show up when it is necessary? Well, we'll find out. These players are dropping right here, right now.
It really is the story. Will Sinnoh win his lucky landing drop here and continue to put the rain down? He had a lot of eliminations in the previous round, but he couldn't break the next threshold. 4 more points to close the gap. Airwax had 10 elims with this duo. RO Graham had 3. He had 7. That's a lot of action. They're not afraid to win these battles.
Wait.
Let's see what's up. We have Robles here, and Chigua is going to confirm. Okay, so they got the, kind of alpha up on the spot. So, you know what? We're going to take this spot right here. This is their loot now. They're going to go in and claim that. Nice little start for them right there.
Yeah, this is a rough spot to land sometimes, right? Because you can have 3 potential chest spawns. Sometimes you get unlucky, you get the 2 there. So they're going to have enough to kind of get them started. But man, do they need something else heading their way? There's quite a few spots that could rotate from.
I got a question for you. So Chiefo actually used to be a console player. He played Fortnite on console. He actually swapped over to keyboard and mouse, and he's a competitive player on keyboard and mouse now. Did you still play with a remote controller, or have you made the transition?
Did you just ask if I played with a remote controller?
I'm asking if you still do, or have you
first of all, I've always played mouse and keyboard. Thank you. Also, a remote control is something you use to drive something else. What is wrong with you, Monster?
You know, the controller.
No, I've actually, I played a controller for a little bit at the very start, and then I was like, you know what, I really want to try and just get better with mouse and keyboard, and so I dedicate a lot of my time to kind of focusing up with that. So now am I good? I'll tell you what, ask Sundown, and he will tell you the honest truth.
Hey,
right
listen,
now.
I saw you in the practice games win that game over Bala.
No one's gonna listen. Hey, that's what happened. But
that really happened. You got this, but let's not take away from
Eric Gordon. No, Slago Man as well. He is down. Look at this. This is Ali A. He's like, hey, hello. I'd like to come in the house now, please. I need eliminations. Excuse me.
I like what he did there. He's using those stinkers to clear out the air, see if there's anyone nearby. Jeremy Ray's going to stick this revive, even without taking out Ali A. He says, you know what? You're safe enough. I'm just going to get you right here. He's going to commit to it. It's only a couple seconds left. Is it going to be enough?
Listen,
we'll find out soon.
He's been part of the movie It. He knows what true terror is. Ali A is not going to be the one terrifying him for trying to revive his teammate. Over, though, you got Ewok. You've got Jordan Fisher. They are hanging out by Pueblo right now. And it looks like they're pretty kitted out, all things considered. I mean, they've got the bare bones of what they need to get themselves started, right?
Absolutely. Jordan Fisher here does have a okay loadout, so I say okay because he has a shotgun, he has shield. That's just enough. He's got the disengage tool, which he kindly shared with Ewok right there, giving her, you know, an impulse or a shockwave as well to make sure that she can also disengage if things get sticky here. But it's all information to creep up. As you know, actually, Dead Rebel and Oscar have been holding his spot down since earlier today, and they've done a great job fending off every single duel that's landed here. No duel has been successful. I'm actually curious to see if they're going to be able to win this early game engagement as well. They've been doing it so well so far.
I mean, it looks like they maybe don't want to take the fight. As far as inventory, they're in a similar situation, right? Not really much of anything in the way of materials. Loadouts looking super sparse, and the big thing here is those 3 weapons, gray AR, green AR, and that drum gun are all using the same ammo type, right? So the moment you start firing one, you are just draining ammo from those other potential resources, so they don't want to take this fight. I think it's smart to disengage. It's not worth it right now. Let them have it. There's loot behind you. Just keep the ball moving.
Yeah, true that. See Oscar just sitting up top there. Oscar, an Argentinian YouTuber who plays Fortnite, recently started singing. But looks like we're going to jump in with John here. See what they have in Salty Springs, one of my favorite places. John Ha and Wade.
John Ha rocking John Wick.
Ooh.
Huh. There you go.
There you go.
I'm telling you right now, Pookie Face is the only person in the world that appreciates my jokes. I bet you wherever she is rolling around laughing because she got that one as well. She also got my Insync one that you flamed me for. Cake!
Oh.
I would love some. Look at that. 5 HP and 5 shield. You like to see it. Wade is going to go ahead and try and get back grouped together. Oh, actually, he's trying to push Yoshi. That is not his same team member. Just kidding.
Yeah, Wade's right up there. Yoshi is in the skeletal remains of what was the monster kind of battle that occurred. I didn't get to actually watch that event interview. I was working on some things, but here we have Yoshi. I said I wanted to see what he's got with the kind of representation for the Castler squad here. He's still alive, and unfortunately, Freddy was taken out. He's got to use one of his 2 shadow bombs right now. He might have to use a second here. We'll find out, and nope, keeps his calm and cool, says, I'm okay. I got out of there, and it's enough distance for him.
3 things. 1, you know Solari's a cool guy because he is a cool guy and I know him. 2, he's using the drift double pickaxes, even cooler. 3, they went to that monster spawn. That is actually the new hot spot. You can get so many resources and loot from that. And that's why you saw him go there. But Mr. Fresh Asian, already 5 eliminations. My goodness, he is just... I don't know, dude. He is tearing up Pleasant Park right here, right now. I like that he's even going that extra precaution, right? Like, hey, We know, we can see in the bottom right mini-map, there's no one else. These guys have cleaned out everyone. But he's trying to make sure. He's like, look, I need to make sure to get my teammate up. We're going for the long game. Let's make sure we're back in this. Chandler Riggs here, one-shot girl. Over here, they're going to be disengaging. They probably have been seeing these people go up the sky platform. There you go. They're going to scope in. Not worth the engagement right now. I mean, look at the loadout. Look at the materials. This
so unfortunate. The 2 times we tuned in with a One Shot Girl, she had a drum shot. Here's a little fun fact. One Shot Girl wrote a song and made a music video about how she loves Wendy's.
Yo, high key, Wendy's is dope. If you disagree, I'm not really sure what you're saying.
You know what would be a really cool username for you, Zeke?
What?
Fast Food Zeke. All right. Zeke kind of recuperates from that one. I think I might have broke something inside of him with the joke, but it's all good.
All right. I feel personally attacked right now. You're not wrong, but I feel personally attacked right now. Wow. Okay, Power is here. Goff is here.
It's a great username, though. Honestly, it's clever.
Fast Food Zeke. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Watch that elimination feed in the top left. Chandler Riggs and Ali A are finding eliminations. Wow, my brain tried to put Ali A and R in one word. Let's not do that again. Now he's out in the storm. He is ticking down. He needs to try and get out of dodge if possible. But it looks like he might have quite the trek still to make. Exile is just up in front of him there. Dude, look how far away he has to go. He's down by Lonely. The circle's over by Pressure Plant. He's got to go.
Yes,
he
has
something.
Super long rotation. He does have Shadow Bomb, so that's okay. But with the player nearby, oh my, the aggression says, you know what? He's going to chop that build down right there. And it's barely held up, but instead he goes for the build battle. He's actually committed to this. Drops a great floor right there to block him out and commits all the way. That's one shot. Can he get the third? All he has to do is commit one more time. He's going to fall into the box. He's trying so hard here. He's already committed. That's his floor as well. He takes that, goes for the edit. And now in comes the pressure. He's trying to fall right inside. There is a nifty little trick, though. If he just walks right up to the cone, he can actually fall and slip inside and catch his opponent off guard. Let's see if he ends up doing it. Oh, this is not looking good, man. It's not looking good. Oh, tries to disengage.
That was not the play. He should have just stuck with it. He's got no HP, but look at Exile on 11. 10. That's another 9 seconds before he's going to be eliminated. Ali needs to look up. He literally needs to look up at this guy right now. Does he see him?
He didn't see him.
He went over the hill. He's trying to get the angle on him.
No way. Oh, gets taken out right there. And it is going to convert to Ali A because he did the last damage. And oh no, Edokov. We were just watching him. He's a 28-year-old Brazilian YouTuber, just moved to the States, and to get taken out, it's so unfortunate. But now we're looking at Blake's Power. Can he clutch it up for Edokov, his teammate here? Should be the carry right now, and that's a great shot. Did get JT Brown, but couldn't convert. Marksman right there, so good. Connects with all of his shots, and that's the name of the game, Zeke.
I mean, like I kind of touched on earlier, Marksman is a very good competitive player. The fact that anywhere they were trying to go, Marksman was ready. Storm flips, stink grenades, drop down. I'm ready with my shotgun. Tough spot to be in. Look at this, though. Airwax, look at the loadout. Monster, launch pad, 6 minis. We've got shadow bombs. We've got the brand new Storm Sniper. We've got golds and purples across the board. Mats for days. And, of course, to top it all off, he's got the bush there for extra padding to absorb an incoming shot or amount of damage. Airwax is playing as if it's tomorrow. He's like, look.
I know, like, Airwax is a World Cup qualifier and everything, and RL Grime makes music, but I got a feeling RL Grime is way better than we think. He has been doing so good.
So here's the thing. I actually ran into him in the lobby 2 days ago.
Okay.
I was like, hey, man, like, how are you? You know, you ready to go? Like, you guys just won Summer Block Party. What do you think? He's like, bro, I've literally been practicing every day. Like, every moment I have, I want to be good. And that's what we're seeing, right? Like,
it's such an amazing feeling seeing these guys keep up and really, you know, get that bug for Fortnite that we love, you know, that itch to want to grind right there. That's a good feeling, but
he's a slayer. All right.
Fresh Nation actually brought back Desmond Chan from the reboot card. Remember, last time we saw them, they were down.
No, I think that was Revive.
Okay, so he managed to pick them up, and they're still in the game. And they're still in Pleasant Park, by the way.
Dude, they've been locking it down. Look, Mr. Fresh Asian, though, he had a shot go his way because his shields are ripped, and that's Jelty. That is the winner from the last game. Jelty is here. Unfortunately, his dual partner has been eliminated. But Monster, look at the loadout. I mean, he's got a loadout that he, it's like a skirmishing loadout, right? I'm going to shockwave forward. I'm going to combat you a couple times. If you try to leave, you're going to get lasered. You're going to get beamed. If I need to follow up, I have the launch pad. He's in a prime spot, but look at the builds.
And this is how you know he's an actual competitive player. That's a competitive loadout. Most players in the comp scene will run a combat with an AR. Most of them do tend to run the dual weapons followed by utility and heals. So Jelty is a scary, scary player to be going against. And Mr. Fresh Asian needs to be very wary here because Jelty catches a small lead. He's gonna push.
You see there, he had the angle. He saw the player edit down, and he pre-edited his wall, ready to take the shot. Now, of course, they had an extra wall there between them and Jelty, so they were ready. There was no shots coming through. He's going to drop the turret there. He doesn't need that now.
You think Mr. Fresh Asian is baiting the sentry gun right here?
That's tough. It's hard to say. I mean, they obviously want to find this elimination, right? Someone in their face.
Oh, look, Jelty's setting it up right here.
No way.
He's setting it up. He's pushing all the way through. Gets the backside. That's one.
Two. That's on white. He's on white HP right now. He's got to remember where that other player went. He's going to try and isolate these guys.
These are his builds.
Can he do it?
He's looking. He's on the hunt right now.
He still has a shockwave monster. He could still pull off the impossible, the craziest amount of skill. Look, and they're still jointed at the hip. This actually could be their fall, right? Like, this could be what actually gets them eliminated. They kind of need to spread out a little bit in case he does have that second shockwave.
Jelty is clearly flexing the way he set up the ramp to bounce his body, horizontally, right? Just straight across, making sure that he did not go upwards. It was a very, very clever strategy.
Wow. So they used the heavy snipe. They've tried to go for the floor replace, and look at this. He was already ready. It's like he's in their brains. He's literally reading their minds right now, Monster. He's so focused, so zoomed in.
This is quite the intense battle. It's a 1v2. Jelty has already shown that he is here to dominate. What can Jelty do?
I mean, he's got the grenades. He can start dropping
Going
them.
for it. He's doing it again. Fortunately, this time it was a bit of an overshoot, but it's okay. He's out of the lines then. He has 3 builds left, so he wants to mess around here. He does still own some of those. That was huge. He takes one player down. Can he get the second?
That's Mr. Fresh Asian.
Wow. All the duos you could have gotten right here, he actually got the competitive one. Mr. Fresh Asian is down. And a little bit of a taunt, because I think he knows.
He knows. He absolutely knows.
He knows. He saw the name. He knows who he's competing against. And now the confidence boost is there. Oh, no! He didn't see him! What's he gonna do? He still clutches up. Desmond Jam almost had it. So what happened there really quickly, Jelty peaked, but his character model was perfectly lined up with Desmond, who seemingly appeared out of nowhere.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that was actually so insane. And look at this, watch elimination feed. Airwax picks up Xavier Woods. Nick Merckx finds Mora there. And now we're back on board with Tfue and Nav.
I'm not over the near instant karma.
I know.
Really not over it, but here's Tfue laying down some shots here. Shield hit once right there. Expert Thief still in it. Joey Fatone is going to get hit right there, unfortunately. He's going to get taken out. And Sigala's close by.
Bye. Here's an in replay coming out of Airwax here. Look at the laser beam Xavier Woods just pulled out of the skies. Unfortunately, that's just the way of the road. Tfue and Nav, they are in the storm. I mean, it's going to be ticking for a little bit more, but look at this. He's juggling medkits. All right, there, come on. Don't drop it. There it is. That's actually really hard to do. I definitely can't do it. He probably wanted to keep the redeploy, but you know what? It's better to make sure you get into safe zone. Now he's going to have like an empty slot, right? Once he uses the med kit, there's nothing available to him right now.
That was why he wanted to juggle it, especially being that it was a 5-tick. You know, he only had that one opportunity. Couldn't make a mistake right there.
Let's take a look at these replays coming out of Tfue. There goes Joey. Not going to make the joke again. A 30 over on this player. A 74. Sigala is going to be picked up. Look, this has to go back out and confirm. And I like that he did double back for the loot. That is going to, you know, that would have opened up more doors had he been able to juggle both, but it's okay.
And we saw Tfue earlier today talk about he almost had a great game. He almost had a victory, but not having any heals kind of was his detriment. But this time around, he's making sure he's taking good care of his loot pool right there. So be nice. And Jelty still in the game here, running that double box right now, making sure he's turning up here to kind of hold defense and look for another opportunity, being that he's by himself, especially now. He lost Gabo, unfortunately, and he's by himself again. Let's take a heavy snap right there. Didn't connect, but your bottom right is Airrocks.
Man, this is actually really scary. Jelty has quite a kit on him right now. This loadout is actually insane, and you can tell he's prioritizing those grenades, right? He's hanging on to the, well, he hung on to the 3 that he had back in Pleasant, so he really values that item. But on the other side of the coin, look at Airwax. Look at that loadout. Still about where we left off, right? The loadout of a king. He's got it all right now. He's got his dual partner Grime. They're looking great on HP and shield. And let's not forget, they are in first place. And they are your Summer Block Party champions. They want to defend that title.
This is the last game, and they've really slowed down the momentum here. They don't have nearly as many eliminations as we saw before, but Airrocks is looking to change this as he's going for the box chase here. He has Ghost Sean on his back. Sean just gets on out of there, pops it, and goes to the races. The Shockwaves is going to keep him alive for now as he pushes the wrong players here. Airrocks still in it.
The world is their oyster right now. They have everything they need to win this game. The question is, can they execute? Will there be something that happens? Will some other, duo take a step forward and say, we want to challenge you? You've got Ninja and Marshmallow, the 2018 Pro-Am champions across the way. Marshmallow dropped to half. On the other side, Cloak and Tfue. How do they keep finding themselves in a situation where they're very close to each other? Their minds are thinking in sync right now.
Oh, nice play right there from Tfue is going to set it up perfectly to get these loads across. And look at the bank shot. So beautiful right there. Can he connect? That's one hit. He got where he goes down. He's going to convert the Elim. And off to the reload he goes. He's going to do it one more time. Here's 1-2. Probably going to line up the shotty here. And he is trying to connect. He doesn't quite get it.
They land him. 44. But they're gone. And now you know for a fact that he knows that that was Cloak. And Cloak knows that this was Tfue. And he's saying, right now, this is not the engagement. Yep. We'll fight, but right now is not the time. They go ahead and disengage. Tfue now, they're rocking 8 eliminations. That's 8 points, and that's huge. They still have launch. They use 1. They've got a second one. They've got it all.
Yeah, they're so loaded right now. So great play right here. Tfue's going to cut across and talk about the competitive player, specifically love to run the dual weapon loadout, and that's exactly what Tfue has here. Loads of utility. Goes for the peak shot right here. And is that Airrocks he rolled up on? We're going to find out right now as Tfue's going for the water place here. He's better be careful. He might get punished in return here. He does take it. Jumped into the box. These are not his builds. This is a dangerous spot to be. That's exactly why he backs up here. He's going to go back to Nav, trying to relocate his teammate.
Bombs are ringing out, but right now, Tfue is playing defensively. This is really good. Now, where is Nav, though? Watch that little marker. Nav's somewhere on the right. These guys need to connect if they can. You've got Sim down below. Okay, so Nav is actually 1 by 1 over diagonally.
And it was Airrocks who's right there. You saw that.
Actually, I think that was actually Ninja.
Might have been as well.
Man,
Ninja
it was actually Ninja. Yeah, yep. It was in fact Ninja. Look at me, people. How many fantastic names. Sean O'Malley, Tfue, Nav, Kurt, JD, Wildcat. They were pushing Ninja. Marksman is here with JT Brown. They're already on 9 eliminations.
Wow, this is a huge game for Marksman here and JT Brown. If they can snag this victory, we don't know what that top 10 is going to be looking like after that.
Dude, everyone said, this is game 4. All right, let's go ahead and go full send. This is it.
Showing what they got, man.
Dude, even Jelty, look. Jelty's still here. He's still hanging out. He's been by himself, remember, since Pleasant Park, and he's still putting in work. Marksman and JT right now is going to try and rip the shield off of this player. 2 tags. There is the 3rd. That means that player has little to no shield left. And look at this. The shooting gallery. Everyone's flying around. White damage number goes. Monster, they're out in the storm. Can they be picked up? They cannot.
So close. They were doing such a great job working together to lay down that fire there. And there's still more players nearby. He's trying to see what he can get. That was a great shot right there. That one might actually convert, but it doesn't matter. He has to get to the next spot, and it does. It was Nick Merckx who ends up falling to the zone at that moment because he has so much damage. And look at this. Marksman says, you know what? You don't get that for free. He's breaking it on down right here.
Marksman wants this, dude. You can tell just by the way he's moving. He wants this victory out. Now, keep in mind, everyone here just hit top 15. That's an initial round of placement points. 3 for every single person on the board. This is huge.
Airrocks already has 4 eliminations as a team right here. RO, Grime, and Airrocks. He's found someone else he wants to start pressuring. Those are his builds, though. Can he get this wall right here? There it is. Quick replacement. You didn't even see it. but just like that, it was his. That's a huge shot. Can he get the push through right now? We're looking at Airwalks in the bottom right screen here. In goes another replace. He's so fast. It was Ninja making it look easy.
And now look across the way. Marksman took the high ground. He does take fall damage. JT Brown and Airwax, they're going up, up, up right now. Down below, Lachlan McKenzie. Grime is still here. This is an all-out brawl right now, Monster. No duo is that close together. You've got Aiden. He's by himself because Rob was eliminated earlier on by Tfue. Lachlan's got himself caught in a box. And look, Marksman is using those chug splashes. He's like, look, now is the time. I know down below there is an enemy, and he is a threat. I have to be in the best possible spot.
Honestly, way to keep cool for Marksman. Recoups with this teammate right there. He just regathered himself, used those chug splashes, and that's why they're the best heal in the game. They're just back just like that.
Sean goes down. Courage! Also down in one failed swoop, and that was Aiden who picked them all up. And look at this Marksman. He's still holding that high ground right now.
Airwalks just got taken out by Aiden and Jacob, so Jacob is still in the running here. We saw him clutch a game earlier today. Can he do it even with no material once again in another game here? But it's going to be a tough one as Marksman and JT Brown are so healthy and looted in the high ground right here. Aiden actually just straight up wraps up Jacob right there.
Dude, they have materials. They just use a chug splash between them. Look at everyone else. It's Lachlan and Aiden. Now Aiden picks up Lachlan, but this is a 2v1, and Aiden is not in the right position right here. He needs to try and come up. He's going to be taking a ton of storm damage right now, Monster. What can he do?
He can't be counted out, though. Aiden is a qualifier here. Even with the double raining fire, what's it going to happen? JT Brown has given up the positioning, and he actually connects right there. And JT Brown wraps up Aiden in the final moments of the Pro-Am in Game 4. With a huge game, 12 total elims for JT Brown and Marksman.
Dude, well executed. You could tell. I mean, like you said, this is Aiden, right? This guy's been in situations like this before. He knew what he had to do. He tried to go for the high ground. Marksman, though, intelligently said, look, you know what? I'm going to block Aiden from getting this high ground. I know my dual partner has the angle. He's telling me he has the angle. Look at this. JT drops back down as Aiden says, look, I got to double back. Nope. JT is here. He is ready, and he lands a combat to the face for the victory royale.
What a sleeper of a duo right there. JT Brown says, you know, I'm partnered on Twitch for a reason. Let me show you how I connect with these shots real quick. That's exactly what he does. He was confident in the push, and he did a great job executing right there in those final moments. You can't ask for a better last game than that for another duo to kind of come up and really make sure that no one is safe here.
Does that mean we've seen a different duo every single game?
Yes, we have.
That's what the Pro will do to you, man. This is what Fortnite does to you, all right? What an unbelievable game that was. And it's crazy because for a while, that game was pretty slow. We slowed way down, right? Everyone's thinking, last game, what do I need to do? Where can I get? If not first, where can I push to try and get some money for my charity? You know, what place do I have to kind of push for to try and get the most?
First.
Yeah, well, first, yeah, of course. But, I mean, you've got Airwax, you've got RL Grimes, you've got Ninja, you got Marshmallow, you've got Marksman and his dual partner, JT Brown, standing in your way. That's tough. It's a tough ask. Well, I think I'm ready to know. Are you ready to know?
I'm ready to know. That was a great last game, and it can go either way.
I mean, here we go. After 4 games, everyone here in the venue, I think you guys are all ready to know who the winners are. And Monster, I'm going to allow you the honor, my friend.
And your 2019 Pro-Am here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals winner is Airwalks and RL Grime coming back with another victory. First, they did it at the summer block party, showing that do not sleep on him. He's a World Cup qualifier for a reason. He's been so calm, cool, and collected this whole time. Confidence at an all-time high. He said he was going to win it, and that's what he came out here and did.
That's right, man. Your defending champions not only won the summer block party only a month ago, but came back and said, you know what, World Cup Finals, there's a Pro-Am, we'll go ahead and we'll win these. 2 Pro-Ams back to back. Look at the smiles across their face, all the work that Grime has been putting in to better himself, to support his duo. It all pays off in that moment. 52 points, 12 points ahead of the pack. That is unbelievable.
And what a great top 10 for everyone that made it this far. Sinnoh and O-King, just a fantastic performance. Still $500,000 in prize right there to go to charity. Jelty took a victory with Gabo. Jacob and Claire also took a victory. Tfue and Nav, fantastic performances. Consistency is going to pay off, and everyone plays so well.
And don't forget, I mean, every single person here is a winner. Don't forget, this is all for charity, so we want to make sure every single person is listed. We want to make and remind you guys here and at home viewing, everyone here is a winner. This was so much fun.
What a great tournament. Here is our final pages right there. You see Jordan Ewok up there, Nick A30, Max Carver, John Ha and Wade. We saw a little bit of them, 7 and PC Siquiera right there as well. And as the list goes on, everyone here is going to be able to contribute to a great cause of their choice.
Yeah.
And offer the name of good right here on their some good old Fortnite action. Here's your last page.
There you go, man. Everyone walks away a winner, like you said, for the charity of their choice. At the end of the day, that's what all this was about, right? Just giving back a little bit, make sure they're supporting the world, making the world a better place. You like to see it. What an unbelievable day. Any final thoughts from you, my man? I mean, it's been a long day.
I've definitely had a long day. This has been, Monster D-Face and Zeke taking our last swings up here at the desk.